Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Stacy. I am the Palladian Awakener. So today let's talk about the energies available to us for the month of March. But just a couple things before I dive into each and every sign. If you enjoy my content and would like to see more astrology videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you for doing so. And also I love the comments, so keep them coming and keep sharing your stories. It not only helps me and what I do in my practice, but it also helps, I think, everybody else on the entire planet when you share those stories and your experiences with these transits. Now, also keep in mind, these are general readings. I'm using a whole sign house system. I also use Western tropical astrology. So this is not going to resonate with each and every one of you because everyone's natal charts are different. They're very unique to you, like a thumbprint or a fingerprint. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And I do recommend you watch for your ascendant sign. If you don't know your ascendant sign, that's okay. You can watch for your sun sign as well. And you can watch for any other planet placement point that resonates with you to pull the energy together and paint a wonderful picture for the month of March in this example. Now, if you'd like a tailored reading just to you, for you, all about you, you can get in touch with me on my website, and I'll be sure to put the link to that in the description box below. Now, just a few highlights for the month of March before I dive into each and every sign. So, a couple things I want you to note if you are familiar with your birth chart. Now, if you're not, just bear with me here for like 2 minutes. But for those of you that know your birth chart, look at your Aries house, look at your Pisces house, and look at your Taurus house in your birth chart. So Aries, in that area of life in your birth chart, so we all have Aries in our chart and Taurus in our chart and Pisces in our chart. So in general, the Aries area of your life, there's going to be some faded initiations happening here, some faded action taking place, possibly some faded encounters, either with communication, other people. This could also roll out in the workplace. This could also happen when you're traveling. Really anything you do on a day-to-day. There could be some faded occurrences happening this month, or incoming communication that's helping you, nudge you along your path. Because again, the North Node is in Aries, so there's going to be some aspects happening this month to the North Node, which again, I love working with the nodes because they're so faded and it's such wild card energy. Sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. Now, the Pisces and Taurus areas of your chart, this is where there's going to be some opportunity aspects coming in. Now, we've had this dance for the last several months now, so this is going to continue. I have talked about it in previous months. I'm not really going to dive into it too heavily this month because I want to more so focus on the eclipses this month. But anyway, this could be unexpected opportunity, unexpected love, unexpected blessings, unexpected money coming in some way, shape, or form. This could also be commitments, like either you or another person. Again, commitments in love, commitments to work, commitments to a spiritual practice, commitments to whatever. It depends on, again, look to your Pisces area and look to your Taurus area of your chart to give you some flavor and some clues as to how this could apply in your life this month. But I feel like this is, again, this could just be the beginning of something brand new or something fantastic that shifts you onto a brand new path this month. I love March and April. I love March and April. It just has this feel of change of the winds. Yes, it's equinox time. I understand that, but March and April always have this destined feel to me. It's always like the walking between the worlds to me. And again, this is just my personal opinion. Definitely a change of the winds is coming while an eclipse season is here. What else here? We're going to definitely talk about the new moon this month. So new moon in Pisces. And we have, again, our first eclipse that's happening in 2024. This is happening at 5 degrees of Libra. So we will talk about this for each and every sign and what that could mean. Ingresses this month, we have Mercury moving into Aries. this month. So you're going to notice our language, our communication, our mindset, our thoughts, our speech is going to be a lot more passionate, a lot more spicy, a lot more fired up. The only thing I'm going to caution here with Mercury moving through Aries is that our words could be used as weapons. So please be mindful of that when you get angry or upset. Do your best to rein it in. But again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you what type of energies we could be working with for the month of March. Now, we also have Venus moving into Pisces. Now, Venus loves being in Pisces. She's exalted in Pisces. So she finally, after 8 weeks of being in Saturn ruled houses. So this is, or signs, I should say. This is Capricorn and Aquarius. She's been transiting for the last 8 weeks approximately. So now finally, she can express herself fully in love, in beauty, in romance, in money. And you're going to find a lot of us are going to be wearing those rose-colored glasses for the next 4 weeks. So do keep that in mind, and that starts on March the 10th. We will talk about that for each and every sign. And then on March the 19th, again, when I throw out dates, you guys, give or take a day or two, because it depends on where you are on the planet. So March the 19th, we have the sun moving into Aries. This is incredible. This is the start of the new astrological year. And of course, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we start spring. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you start fall. So very powerful, powerful, powerful time of year. And then we have Mars moving into Pisces as well, March the 22nd. Now, if there's anything that you're trying to wrap up or do or move forward with, please try to wrap it up in the first 2 weeks of March. You're going to notice, we're all going to notice, our energy will kind of take a dive once Mars moves into watery Pisces, the house of Neptune. So the energy is going to shift. Our actions are going to shift. It's not a bad thing. I mean, all of us are going to be a lot more intuitive. Our intuition is going to be very sharp, or it could be very sharp and on point. This is a very psychic energy as well that could be coming in for each and every one of us. So again, intuition is going to be very heightened over the next 6 weeks. Daydreaming is also going to be a big thing, or dreaming, our hopes, our wishes, our dreams, what we want to bring into fruition, or maybe what we want to take action on could be sort of heightened at this time. But again, we'll talk about that for each and every sign. And just another reminder, all the planets are direct, but this is just a heads up. We have Mercury going retrograde on April the 1st. And again, Mercury is going to be in Aries. So try to wrap up what you're doing by at least, I'm going to just throw out March 15th as a rough date, because Mercury is going to be in shadow approximately 10 days prior to the 1st of April. And also eclipse season is here. So general rule of thumb, again, we all have free will, and I get it. Life can't stop for Mercury retrograde and eclipses. But if you can help it, try not to launch out anything gigantic or anything life-shattering or anything life-changing starting at the end of March and into April. Definitely not between the eclipses. So again, the first eclipse is March 25th, and the second eclipse is April the 8th, and this is a solar eclipse in Aries at 19 degrees. And I mean, if you have to, you have to. If you have to travel, again, take those extra precautions. If you have to make a big presentation, just prepare as best as you can, and maybe get there early and make sure all the technology is set up, as an example. Because again, it can be quite intense around this time, especially with Mercury retrograde and the eclipses. It just means that if you have to launch something or you have to do something, there's going to be more than likely readjustments that have to take place later on down the road, or something's hidden from you. Like eclipses conceal and reveal later on down the road. Usually, you know, between now and 6 months from now is usually the energy that eclipses ripple out to. So just something to keep in mind for the month of March and beginning of April. Also, this eclipse in April, on April the 8th, is visible across North America. So, and forgive me, I did not look at other planets, or sorry, places on the planet. So check out where this eclipse is possibly transiting where you're living right now. The reason why I say that is because those of us living in North America right now, we're going to be impacted greatly by this eclipse on April the 8th. And again, eclipses technically ripple out 6 months from now and even up to 2 months prior to this date. So big change is happening in your life. If you can actually look up in the sky and see this eclipse on April the 8th, whether it's cloudy or sunny or whatever, that's sort of been my experience, is if you can see the eclipse in the sky, it just amps up the energy and like even that much more. Now, it does not mean if you're on a part of the planet where you aren't going to see this eclipse, it doesn't matter. Eclipses impact us profoundly. I personally love working with eclipses because, again, I like to be surprised. You just don't really know what you're going to get when it comes to eclipses, and you have to just roll with the punches when it comes to eclipses. But at the end of the day, these planets, including eclipses, work for us, not against us. Usually we are the ones that work against ourselves, work against the change. So these planets in our birth charts and in the sky are trying to push us into our new destiny. So that is sort of why I love working with astrology in general. But anyway, let's dive into all 12 signs here. That's pretty much all I have for a general intro, and let's get started. Hey Aries, all right, so let's see where I think your focus is going to be for the month of March. And before I forget, happy birthday. If you are celebrating a birthday this month, Aries, happy birthday. And let me tell you, what a month, what a season to have a birthday, because eclipse season is full on and the eclipses are impacting you personally, you professionally, in all areas of life, Aries. So yeah, this might be a birthday season to remember, Aries, absolutely. And again, keep in mind this energy ripples out 6 months from now. So the sun, you still have a lot of energy in your hidden 12th house. This is definitely a quieter area of your chart. This is more so working behind the scenes. This is more so spirituality, getting the rest you need, maybe incorporating more work-life balance into your life. So again, I think I might have said this last month, if there's anything you're working on in the background that you want to bring to fruition at some point, definitely not the month to do it this month unless you absolutely have to. As I mentioned in the intro, maybe wait until after Mercury retrograde goes direct, which is not until the end of April. Not until the end of April when Mercury comes out of retrograde. And this is happening in your sign, Aries. So you're going to be like double, triple impacted for the month of March and April. Now, this is not doom and gloom, okay? I don't read for doom and gloom. I don't believe in any of that crap. Because we have the choice to take this energy higher, but we also have the choice to take this energy lower and do shitty things. So, I mean, I'll leave it up to you. I'll leave it up to everybody, which way you want to go here. So, but anyway, if you do have to do any big launches this month, absolutely. If you have to, you have to. Okay, I get it. The world is not going to stop for eclipses and Mercury retrograde. But if you can help it, just wait until maybe end of April, May would be probably a better time frame. But if you have to, just take those extra precautions, especially if you're traveling. Double, triple check your itineraries. Make sure the technology is working. Make sure your cab is on time. If you're having problems with vehicles or transportation, make sure you get them fixed up. Like, just be a little bit more proactive over the next couple months, Aries. Okay, and then once the sun pops into your sign, it's full on. You're going to get your energy back. You're going to get your mojo back. You're going to get your groove back. But again, we'll talk about it more next month, but Mercury is going to be retrograding in your sign, and that is a personal planet. So, you're going to feel energized and you're want to get going to hit the ground running, which is totally fine. But again, anything big, anything gigantic, life-shattering, life-changing, if you could just pump the brakes, Aries, if you could just pump the brakes, great. And if you can't, like I said, just take those extra precautions. So I'm just here to warn. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to talk about the energies coming in and how we can best utilize them. Okay, so that new moon, you do have a new moon in that hidden 12th house, and it is pretty packed, as I mentioned before. So you're definitely getting ready for something big, Aries, especially once Neptune and Saturn piles into your sign in, God, this is quite a ways off, like 2025, 2026. But yeah, you're getting prepared for something big. A total life-changing experience is coming down the pipe for you, Aries, in the next couple years for sure, and beyond, like beyond, beyond, beyond. So when a new moon is in here, it could be about, again, getting the rest you need, pampering yourself, taking care of yourself, spirituality, or getting back to spirituality, whatever that means to you. This could also be about closures, endings. This could have maybe even something to do with secrets coming out into the forefront, whether these are your secrets or somebody else's secrets. Now, this new moon does make an opportunity aspect to Uranus in your money sector. So around the new moon, you could be having a breakthrough when it comes to work, career matters, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. Could be tied to money, so there could definitely be finances coming in for you. This could also be connected to friendships, friendship circles, groups, memberships, associations that you belong to. Also, this new moon could be tied to your long-term goals or your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So again, this is a new moon, so plant those seeds of intention. And I'm just going to throw it out there. Try to incorporate some work-life balance into your life, Aries, or think about it. At least think about it. You know, you and Capricorns really can sometimes be workaholics, totally fine. Very successful signs of the zodiac, but you also have to incorporate that balance and take care of your body. Otherwise, trust me, these planets are going to slow you down on purpose so you can take care of your body and your health and well-being at this time. And for you, Aries, its emphasis is subconscious mind too. So psychological matters, really great time to work with counselors, therapists, family counselors, roots, ancestry, getting to the bottom. Like they're showing me an onion. So like, you know, peeling back the layers to understanding what's going on under the surface for you, basically. Excellent, excellent time to do it now, but you have some really good heavy hitters behind you as well with Saturn and Neptune in this area of life for a really long time, Aries. So, and again, if that doesn't resonate, that's fine. I'm just spitting out some ideas of possibilities that you could take advantage of during this time. Now, let's talk about this eclipse that's, again, impacting you personally. Now, if you've been following me for a while, eclipses in your life, your house, is going to ripple out in all areas of life. Now, this eclipse is happening in your opposite sign of Libra. So this is all about relationships. And this is technically a full moon. So this is endings of some sort of relationships, whether that's love, business, work. This could be contracts, agreements, negotiations, or marriage, okay? Now, I'm not saying all of you are going to lose your jobs and you're all going to get divorced. No, again, I'm just throwing out ideas of possibilities, and you apply them to your life as they resonate. Now, again, this could ripple out to your career, absolutely. And this could ripple out to your home life as well, because it's hitting all the big four angles of your chart. And again, this could impact you personally, your physical body, your health and well-being as well. Aries, if you have anything around 5 degrees of your sign or Libra or Capricorn or Cancer, you are going to feel this the most, and it will impact multiple areas of life. I almost guarantee that over the next year for sure. We have these, the North Node, South Node transiting your sign for another year. So continue to be prepared for change. This is your season to change. If there's anything in your life that you want to change, that you want to cut away or break away from that's not working for you anymore, do it. Do it now. This is your opportunity to shed the old, whatever that means to you, an old relationship, an old home, or a home life that's not working for you anymore, relationships not working for you anymore, work not working for you anymore. Friendships not working for you anymore. Material possessions, get rid of crap. Things that are weighing you down, Aries. This is the opportunity to get rid of them so you can welcome in something new. So, okay, and then, yeah, Mercury in Aries is definitely going to jazz you up as well. But keep in mind your actions and your words, because this is going to fire everybody up in a good way and also kind of in a bad way. I hate to say it. But I mean, Mercury transiting the house of Mars, you are ruled by Mars, can make us pretty sharp with our words. Words can be used as weapon in this area of life. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to caution you. The good thing about this transit, though, is that Mercury is going to sharpen our mindset and sharpen our thinking and our action and our communication as well. So again, double-edged sword. You are the sign of the double-edged sword, Aries, and same with Scorpio, because you're both ruled by Mars. Not a bad thing, but again, if you're self-aware, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's see here. Yeah, so Venus is moving away from your busy friendship zone into, again, that hidden 12th house, Aries. So 12th house is so difficult to explain. It's because, again, it's the dream world, it's the dream state, it's the subconscious mind, it's endings. It's endings and new beginnings around the corner. It's spirituality. It's working on something behind the scenes. It's preparing for a new cycle. So with Venus in here, again, take care, a really good opportunity to take care of your health and well-being, your mental health. Take a break if you can. Or again, dive back into spirituality. Whatever pampers you, Aries, whatever pampering means to you, Venus is going to help you dive into that and create more work-life balance over the next 4 weeks. Now, your ruler is popping into your 12th house at the end of March. Now, this is always an interesting placement because Mars aggravates and irritates wherever he goes. So you might find, it really just depends, but sometimes Mars transiting the 12th house, you can't get a lot of sleep. You're very restless with Mars in the 12th house. Mars can also bring some pretty crazy dreams, some really active dreams, let's call it. And also this just popped into my head. You could also start secret relationships when Venus and Mars are transiting the 12th house. That could be a possibility as well. Like the 12th house is secrets. I can't remember if I mentioned that. All about secrets. So be mindful of that as well as these planets are piling into your 12th house. So yeah, but all in all, Aries, yeah, please try to take care of yourself, incorporate some sort of work-life balance into your life as well. And that is about it, Aries. So I think March and April are going to be fantastic months for you. Lots of change coming down the pipe for you especially, and your fellow sign Libra across the street from you there. But all in all, I think this is going to be a great birthday season, Aries. So enjoy, take care of yourself, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Taurus, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So this sun will continue to transit your 11th house of friendship groups, friendship circles, associations, humanitarian efforts that you belong to. Sorry, I'm hearing loud and clear something about animals and pets. Like I'm hearing like furry friends. So sure, I'll throw it out there too. Something to do with animals. If you work with animals, that could be a possibility this month as well. And then the sun is going to move into your quieter 12th house, Taurus. So I think you're going to enjoy this because you enjoy the luxuries and the pampering of life. So this is an opportunity, again, depending on your lifestyle, take what resonates and leave the rest, Taurus. But this is a time once the sun moves into your 12th house to take advantage of kicking back, creating work-life balance, having more me time, more rest, more sleep, taking care of your body, your health, your well-being, your mental health especially. This is the house of the subconscious mind. journaling, working on something in the background that makes you happy, things like that, Taurus, if that resonates. So I think that's where the focus will be for you this month. Now, you have a beautiful new moon in Pisces, 20 degrees in your loaded up 11th house there of, again, friendship circles, groups, associations, memberships you belong to. This is also the house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-term goals. This is also a lucky house, Taurus, as well. So plant those seeds of intention of what you want to bring into your life over the next 6 months and beyond. It is making a wonderful aspect to Uranus. This is an opportunity aspect in your first house, so expect the unexpected. This could also have something to do with your career, something that you do on a day-to-day basis. Could be your status, like getting married, or going from single to common law, or single to married, or the other way around too. I'm not saying you're all going to get divorced, but that's a possibility of going from married to single. Hey, that's something to celebrate as well, okay? Some of us are not meant to be with the same partner for like 75 billion years, okay? So, well, maybe not 75 million years, but you get my drift. Not all of us are meant to be married to the same person for like 75 years, like our grandparents or whatever were. Yeah, times have changed, generations have changed, absolutely. So this new moon could have a flavor of that to it, or quite simply something to do with changes with your career, your reputation. You could get some recognition around this time as well. So, but Uranus and Jupiter in your first house, if you've been watching me for a while, all bets are off when you have anything happening in your first house, because it can bleed out to all areas. Love, work relationships, career, home life, children, contracts, agreements, negotiations, marriage, anything. Your physical body, your health, your well-being, your physical appearance, how you carry yourself in this world, how you present yourself in this world. All bets are off when you got anything transiting that first house, Taurus. So expect the unexpected around this new moon, but also plant those seeds of intention, of what you want to manifest in the next 6 months and beyond in this area of your life. Now let's talk about this eclipse. So we have a full moon lunar eclipse, 5 degrees of Libra. And again, this is hitting a quiet area of your chart, and also a busy sixth area, or the 6th house. So this is a busy day-to-day duty and responsibility house. This is also the house of pets. It's interesting, I heard earlier something to do with animals. Definitely picking that up for you. So this is the house of pets, animals, work colleagues, co-workers. If you own a business, this is people that work for you. This is also your health, your well-being, your diet, your nutrition, exercising, things like that. Very busy house. So Taurus, I'm thinking for you, again, this is just, I'm just throwing out ideas here. Something probably has to go in this area of life in order to welcome in something new. Quite frankly, work-life balance, I think, is going to be key for you over the next year. Another thing is there's probably something you got to cut out, whether it's something to do with diet, nutrition, health. Maybe a job's got to go. Maybe you got to change jobs or work environments, or maybe you got to let one of your people go that work for you and, find the right talent. With that said, though, if you do own a business and you're looking for people to work for you, if you can hold off on posting a job until May, that would be great. That would be great. If you can't, that's totally fine. Reason why I say that is because eclipses conceal and reveal later on. So you could hire someone right now at this time to work for you. And you're just not seeing them clearly, or they're kind of pulling the wool over your eyes, whether it's intentionally or not. But at the end of the day, their true colors are going to come out later on down the road, and you might have to either, deal with that or let them go. This also is if you're hiring anybody to, like, I don't know, do your lawn or shovel the snow from your driveway, or do eavesdropping or roof work or housework, or any contractor that you're hiring around this time too. Be very careful. If you can wait, great, but if you can't, just be mindful. Just be mindful that this contractor or this person that you're hiring, you're not seeing them clearly. Because again, eclipses hide and reveal later on. So just be mindful. I'm not here to scare you, okay? So please don't take it that way. But yeah, that message came in loud and clear for you. So I definitely wanted to articulate that. What else do we got going on here? And then, yeah, quite frankly, relationships. I think we talked about that. Libra being the sign of relationships. So there could be changes when it comes to relationships over the next year, whether that's in love, business, or friendship, or contracts, agreements, negotiations, or marriage could be changing and shifting over the next year or so. Now, let's see here. Venus is joining the party here in your 11th house. So for those of you looking for love, you actually could find love in friendship circles. Or a friend could hook you up, or somebody that you know could connect you with somebody and you could start dating. That's definitely a possibility, especially with Mars piling in here too at the end of March. That's a definite possibility. But otherwise, Venus attracts wherever she goes. So this could be, just having a good time with your friends. This could be attracting new friendships or friendship circles into your life at this time. This could also be attracting money into your life at this time as well, Taurus, because this is your ruling planet. So Venus is your ruler. So wherever she goes, it is going to definitely impact you. And this happens every 4 weeks, basically. The energy shifts. So she can fully express herself here too. She's been kind of held back. So if you feel like you've been held back the last 8 weeks, Taurus, that's probably why. Is because she's really hindered when she moves through signs like Capricorn and Aquarius, which she's finishing up right now as I'm recording this video. But oh yeah, once she breaks free into those Piscean waters, you're going to be like, oh, I got my mojo back, which is good news for you, Taurus. Absolutely. Just in time for eclipse season. Look at that. Just in time for more change coming down the pipe for each and every one of us. Now, Mars continues his trek in your career sector, Taurus. So if there's anything that you're trying to push out or you're trying to change or whatever the case may be, work is probably busy for you right now, I'm guessing. That's going to shift. You're going to feel the energy shift once Mars dives into Pisces on March the 22nd. Again, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. But you'll really feel the energy shift out of that career sector. Also, this might have something to do with mom, dad, authority figures. I forgot about that as well. Something around this new moon. Sorry, I'm backing up here. March the 10th around this new moon could also have a flavor of mom, dad, authority figures in your life as well. Bosses, things like that. So with Mars moving out of this sector and into your friendship zone, you will really feel the energy shift into more, possibly more fun topics, more better times, more joy, bringing the joy back possibly into your life, Taurus. And again, if you're looking for love, possibility is there absolutely with the two cosmic lovers continuing to move along the sky together from Aquarius into Pisces. Let's see here. I feel like I forgot something here, but around the eclipse, one thing I think I forgot to mention is, so I apologize, Taurus, if I'm all over the map here. The full moon is making a really beautiful aspect in Pluto, which is newly in your 10th house, Taurus. So one thing here is if there's anything in your life that you want to get rid of and shed and release, Pluto's going to help you do that around this eclipse time too. But again, it really depends on your personal birth chart. If you have anything around 5 degrees of Libra, you'll probably feel this the most. but it doesn't mean it's not going to impact you later on down the road. So if there's anything you want to shed in your life, whether this is a job, whether this is a career, whether this is a habit, a routine, something to do with diet, health, nutrition, or again, something to do with career or a relationship, this is giving you the green light to shed the old so you can welcome in something new into your life, Taurus. Otherwise, I wish you a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Gemini. So let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's definitely going to continue to be on career, reputation, public recognition could be a possibility this month, or maybe already happened. Focus could be on mom, dad, authority figures in your life, retirement possibly, or if you are retired, this is whatever you're pushing out into the work world. You know, if you're babysitting your grandkids, if you're, I don't know, doing some social media stuff or getting into new technology, or if you are joining your local 55 plus center, or I don't know, anything that you're doing out in the public eye, Gemini, that is where your focus is going to continue to be this month. And then the energy is going to shift into your friendship circle zone. So friends, groups, associations, memberships that you surround yourself with. This is also the role you play in these groups. So that house is going to be activated along with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-term goals. This is also a lucky house, Gemini, for you as well. So that is where the focus is going to be for you this month. Now, you have a beautiful new moon up in your career house, your career sector, Gemini, and it's making an opportunity aspect to Uranus in your quiet, hidden, secretive 12th house. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house of endings, new beginnings. This is the house of wrapping things up. This is the house of working on something behind the scenes so you can bring it out into the open. Gemini, if you've been following me for a while, I've been saying this for a while. Yeah, you are going to be starting brand new, not only this year, later on this year, but once Uranus pops into your sign, you are literally starting a brand new cycle in all areas of your life. Every single area of your life is going to be impacted by these two heavy hitters coming into your first house. But I know, I apologize. I say this every single month to you because I'm so excited for you. Like, be excited. Don't be scared. Be excited. Be excited. It's going to be out of this world incredible once these two heavy hitters get into Gemini for each and every one of us. So anyway, sorry about that. I digress. Let me go backwards here. So this new moon, plant those seeds of intention. This is in your career house. This is in your reputation house. So what do you want to attract into your life over the next, I just heard decades. Okay. So I just heard decades, but okay, let's kind of back up a little bit here and say, you know, at least for the next 6 months, Gemini. Okay. So, and like I said, you have that support from Uranus. This could also have a flavor of traveling, anything to do with long distance traveling or traveling in general, or transportation, or foreign lands, foreign cultures, foreign people, like people that you, all over the world, dealing with people all over the world. The legal system, the justice system, higher education, teaching, training, upgrading. This is the house of the gods too. So yeah, lots of action coming in for you, Gemini. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages for you, so I'm trying to like hold back here. I could probably natter on forever. Okay, so sorry, they're talking. And it's just like, okay, yeah. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. I'm just hearing a lot of chattering, so you definitely could have a busy month ahead of you. But anyway, what I think I was trying to say is, yes, manifest whatever you want into your life around this new moon, around March the 10th. Also, some of you could be getting downloads at this time as well, because yeah, I'm definitely feeling full-on cosmic chatter here happening. Yeah, let's talk about this eclipse. So full moon lunar eclipse, our very first one for 2024, 5 degrees of Libra. So if you have anything 5 degrees of Gemini, this is definitely going to impact you. You'll feel it the most, basically. I'm not saying impact you in a negative way, but you'll feel it the most. Keep in mind, eclipses conceal and reveal later on down the road. So if nothing really happens around this eclipse, just, that's fine. Keep it in mind. And something might be revealed later on to you later on down the road. Now, this is happening in your 5th house of romance, dating, self-expression, creativity, children as well. And also it could echo out in your opposite, into your opposite 11th house of, again, friendships, groups, memberships, associations that you belong to, you surround yourself with. Again, this could be new groups and people coming in, but again, that could mean people are leaving. Well, it has to mean people are leaving. Eclipses take something away and then replace it with something better for our highest good, whether we realize it or not. So that's sort of how eclipses happen. I'm going to be honest, you're one of the signs that these eclipses aren't impacting you terribly. You know, they're happening in more light-hearted, fun-filled houses. It does not mean, though, that, you know, I know some of you are having a difficult time and a challenging time, especially with a packed 10th house. That's not easy because that's squaring your energy. But I feel like these eclipses are more so on your side, and Pluto is going to be on your side and supporting you for the next 20 years. But again, that's not going to be a cakewalk. Is it going to be more of a cakewalk for you than, say, some of the other signs? Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, Gemini, I think the eclipses, like I said, will be very, very, very beneficial for you, whether you sort of realize that or not. Okay, what else here? Now we have Venus coming into your 10th house as well this month, and she is exalted in this sign. Now, again, this loaded up 10th house is technically squaring your ascendant, your sun sign, whatever you're watching for right now. So I get it. That is not the easiest energy. I get it. You have Saturn in here, you have Neptune in here. That's not easy. But with Venus, what she can do is, if you've been having difficulties in the career sector, career space, mom, dad, authority figures in your life, this is where Venus can kind of smooth things over for at least 4 weeks, over the next 4 weeks. And she's exalted, so she's very strong in this sign. Also, Venus attracts, right? So Venus could be attracting in not only romance, you could actually find romance in the career world or sector or whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis. You could find love in the workplace at this time, Gemini. But she's also attracting money into this area of life. So raises, bonuses, not a bad time to pitch yourself for a promotion or go to the boss and ask for a raise or whatever the case may be. If you're a business owner, raise your prices around this time. Not crazy drastic, but not a bad time to raise those prices at this time. And then Mars moving, also moving into this 10th house at the end of March, again, amping up the energy in your career sector. This is going to give you the energy to go after what it is that you want. Now, again, if you're retired, for those of you that are retired or planning retirement, this doesn't mean this doesn't apply to you, because we all do something on a day-to-day basis. Like I said, whether you're babysitting or whether you're volunteering at a local shelter or, you know, doing food drives or volunteering at your 55 plus center or getting involved with more groups, associations, memberships, things like that. That's where all this energy is going to pile into this house. And trust me, you're going to want to do something with it, because this is going to make you a little bit jittery, a little bit. You want to move this energy. Don't sit around. You do want to move this energy, even if it's getting outside and hitting the pavement or riding a bike or going for a walk. Move this energy out of your body once Mars gets up at the top of your chart. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, Mercury in Aries, I don't think I talked about this. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you know, Mercury in here is fantastic. You know, we're all going to be fired up. We're all going to be passionate. For you, you're going to be passionate about humanitarian efforts or friendships, groups, associations. You might have some words with some friends at this time and vice versa. So yes, Mercury in Aries is wonderful for direct speech, clear thinking, you know, focus. We're going to be sharp. We're going to be quick. But again, double-edged sword here. Because we're in Mars's house here. So that means double-edged sword. Our words can be used as weapons. You are the sign of communication, Gemini, especially if your Mercury is also in Gemini. Yeah, you're going to be fired up this month. So, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm just warning you, your words could be really sharp, really potent. So just be mindful who you direct them to or direct them towards. Because yeah, you could have some really passionate debates this month. Let's just put it that way. Otherwise, Gemini, I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you. And again, nothing wrong with more change. Yes, more change is likely coming down the pipe. But like I said, I feel like you're one of the signs that you're kind of getting an easier break, or you should be. But again, I get it. You have Saturn and Neptune up in your 10th house, and that is 100% not easy. But again, this too shall pass. Okay, nothing lasts forever. The good stuff doesn't last forever, and the bad stuff doesn't last forever. Challenges don't last forever. Just hang in there, Gemini. Just one foot in front of the other, and you will make it out alive. And just think. I don't mean that literally, but you know what I mean. Just focus on Jupiter coming into your sign and Uranus coming into your sign. Then you're going to be, yeah, you're going to be very happy for that, I think. So anyway, have a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Cancer, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be in your 9th house of the gods. I love this house, the house of the gods. So this could be the house of religion, law, legal matters, the justice system, higher education, teaching, travel, anything to do with foreign lands, foreign cultures, people, meeting people from basically all over the world, but also dealing with people possibly all over the world. This is your ethics, belief systems. This is also the house of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, Cancer. Now, you know, over the next several years, you have the support of Saturn and Neptune in this sign as well, making very harmonious blessings into your Cancerian house. So whatever you're watching for, your sun or your ascendant or any other planet placement point is going to be infused with the dreamy Neptunian energy, along with Saturn, who's going to come along and crystallize anything that you want to manifest in this area of life. So that's going to be some of your focus. And then once the sun pops into Aries, this is your 10th house, Cancer, of career, public reputation, your status. I also heard citizenship. That's the 9th house, but I'll just put it out there because I just heard that. This is also the house of mom, dad, authority figures in your life, bosses, dealing with higher levels of, you know, government, if that applies to you as well. And even if you're retired, I mean, this is also, what do you do? You know, what do you do? What do you do to put yourself out there? Do you babysit? Do you babysit the grandkids? Do you watch the dogs? Do you, are you involved in some sort of community effort, or do you volunteer at your 55 plus center or something like that? Could be also this 10th house. It's whatever you do that, you know, we all do something that sort of pushes ourselves out of our comfort zone, but also out in the public eye as well. This could also be public reputation, or sorry, recognition. I mean, if for those of you that are working, this could sort of put the spotlight on, maybe you're going to get some public recognition this month or next month as well. So I think that's where your focus is going to be this month, Cancer. So definitely a busy month, especially once the sun pops into your 10th house of career. It's like full on, the focus is there. There could also be some adjustments that need to be made in this house as well for March and in April. Now you have a really nice new moon in your 9th house this month on the 10th of March. This is our final new moon of the year, Cancer. So again, this is pouring in blessings into your sign from, again, this house of the gods that I nattered off there at the at the beginning there. So plant those seeds of intention of what you want to bring into this world, what you want to bring to fruition over the next 6 months, but even beyond that, because again, you have the support of Saturn and Neptune in here as well to like kind of like go big or go home. And you have the support of Uranus in your 11th house of, this is actually a lucky house of luck, friendship circles, groups, memberships that you belong to. This is also the house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-term goals. And this could have a flavor of financial matters, shared resources, shared property. Again, if you receive anything from the government, like alimony checks or government checks or support checks, this is like other people's money. There could be a shift or change in your partner's money at this time as well. Now, Mercury is, or sorry, I'm jumping ahead here. I want to touch on this eclipse. I almost skipped over it here. So we have a full moon lunar eclipse, our very first one for the year of 2024. And these eclipses, Cancer, are hitting you very personally, professionally, in all areas of life. So this is happening down in your 4th house of home, family, foundation, roots, ancestry. Again, this is mom, dad, authority figures in your life, including bosses, superiors. So Cancer, eclipses conceal. So there might be something around this time, this month, next month, that's going to be hidden or concealed. And it's going to be revealed later on down the road, usually 6 months from now. So again, nothing to fear. It's just that more shifts and changes are happening in your life. I just heard some of you already experienced this. So for example, some of you already experienced a big move last year, or a big career move last year, or a relationship change last year, or a financial situation changed last year. So I do feel like some of you already experienced this, but for some, this is going to just continue. There's going to continue to be shifts and changes in your home life, your family dynamics, you personally, your body, your physicality, your health, your well-being. Again, this is going to be something to do with changes on the work front. We have a solar eclipse in Aries on April the 8th. This is hitting your house of career. We're going to talk about that next month. So yeah, something big is going to continue to shift and pivot throughout 2024, and also relationship changes. So whether this is in love, business, work, contracts, agreements, negotiations, marriage, all of that is up for some change. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a happy marriage right now or a relationship right now, I'm not saying you're going to break up automatically. This is for the people that this resonates with, okay? If you're not happy in your situation, this is the opportune time to change your life, Cancer, to break free, to break away from anything that's holding you back, anything that feels, dead, life suppressing, sucking the life out of you. This is giving you the green light. These eclipses are giving you the green light to move away from the old so you can welcome in something new into, again, multiple areas of life for you, Cancer. If you have anything around 5 degrees, if you know your chart, if you have anything around 5 degrees of Cancer or Aries or Capricorn or Libra, you're definitely going to feel this the most, definitely. And there will be change coming in. Is it going to happen on the 25th of March? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Usually not. But it usually ripples out over the next 4 to 6 months. And again, some of you already experienced this. So now it's, something happened or changed or shifted, and then you're still leaning into the change. You're still leaning into the newness of whatever came into your life last year, for example. Okay, so Mercury in Aries, again, coming into your 10th house of career. You know, I love Mercury in Aries. Our minds are sharp. Our intellect is very sharp. We're going to be on point. We're going to be able to, if you have to make a presentation at work or anything like that, you're going to be passionate. You're going to be fired up. You're going to be able to deliver. However, Mercury in the house of Mars is a double-edged sword. Anything that moves through these, you know, Aries is a double-edged sword. Our words can be used as weapons. Our communication can be used as weapons. So I just ask you to be mindful how you direct your speech, your communication, your energy, and your action. Just be mindful of it. I'm not telling you what to do. This is what I love about astrology, is that it prepares you and it sort of gives you the heads up of what's coming down the pipe for us for this month. Now, Venus is joining the party in your 9th house of the gods, as I mentioned. Venus here is very, she can express herself fully, to the fullest extent. She's exalted here. So over the last 8 weeks, Venus has been kind of restricted because she's moving through the signs of Saturn, which is Capricorn and Aquarius. So now she's going to be able to fully express herself in this sign. And wherever Venus goes, she attracts. So for you in particular, this definitely could be, you know, money coming in from some sort of connection to international matters, or a connection to maybe a legal case, or a justice, something to do with the justice system, or teaching, or citizenship, or pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. For those of you that are looking for love, it's full on. You could meet someone very unique, very new, very different from who you normally date. They could also be an international person, like somebody either outside of your state, outside of your province, wherever you live right now, even outside of your country. They could be very, you know, international love could be on the menu for you this month, Cancer. And again, Venus is pouring blessings into your Cancer placements, whatever you're watching for right now, which is really incredible. So also Venus helps smooth things over. So yeah, you got a lot of action going on, like I mentioned with the eclipses, but at least Venus is here to pour blessings and harmonious vibes your way as much as possible. And then Mars is going to eventually join the party in here as well. So yeah, you're going to be fired up and motivated and driven, maybe perhaps when it comes to traveling or planning to travel, or again, something to do with educational pursuit. This really gives you the motivation, passion, drive to take on something new, to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And again, this amps up that love energy piece. The possibility is there for meeting someone new, and they're definitely going to be not someone you normally go after, you know, like definitely somebody, I'm hearing outside of your comfort zone, even with dating, if that resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's totally fine. So, but for those of you that want to get back into maybe a spiritual routine or something to do with religion, yeah, it's full on. It's definitely full on. You'll almost like crave it. You'll almost want to bring it into your life. Because again, all this energy in that Pisces house is flowing into Cancer, is just blessing you on multiple levels. And like I said, this is the house of the gods. So, I mean, your intuition's going to be bang on. You're very psychic, Cancer, depending on how many planets you have in Cancer. You know, you're very psychic, you're very intuitive, whether you realize it or not, because you are ruled by the moon. You and Leo actually are impacted the most by eclipses. I think I've said this previously in other videos, is, you know, you and Leo actually are the ones that feel eclipses the most, because you're ruled by the moon and Leo is ruled by the sun. So keep that in mind too when eclipses come around. If you feel like your emotions are like this, yes, that's because you're ruled by the moon. And I mean, the moon just flies around the zodiac, right? The moon only stays in one sign I don't know, I think it's like two days or 3 days or something like that. Like it just cruises around the sign. So that's why your emotions can feel like a tidal wave at times, Cancer. So otherwise, that's about it, Cancer. Again, I wish you all the best. It is eclipse season. Not, you don't have to hide under a rock or anything like that, but just just be mindful around this time. And again, no big launches, no big purchases, unless you have to. I get it. Life does not stop when we have eclipses and things like that. But just be mindful of your actions this month. Again, be mindful of your words this month. But all in all, yeah, you have that beautiful energy pouring in through your Piscean house there, your 9th house there. So I wish you a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Leo, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be on 8th house matters. So this is the psyche, psychological matters, deep intimacy, big change, rebirth, transformation. This is also the house of mundane, day-to-day stuff like taxes, debts, loans, anything to do with sexuality, fear, power, control. This is shared finances, shared property, inheritance, the shadow, anything that you're connected with regards to a partner. So anything, again, shared from a financial standpoint, Leo. So that's going to be the focus. That's going to continue to be your focus for this month. However, once the sun moves into your 9th house, I love this house. It's the house of the gods, I call it. So this, you might find that you might start craving, let's call it, maybe international travel, or just travel in general, or maybe travel to a hotter or sunnier climate or destination, especially for those of us living in the northern hemisphere where we experience the winter and the cold. But this is also, Leo, if you want to dive into new educational pursuits, or maybe you want to become the teacher or the elder and pass down that knowledge. This is also the house of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. This is anything to do with foreign matters. So like international matters, dealing with people all over the world. This is also immigration and citizenship as well. So that, I think, is going to be the focus for you this month. And you have a beautiful new moon in that heavy 8th house. You have a packed 8th house, Leo. So I'm going to just put it out there. If you're building a business or you're trying to get rid of debt or anything like that, it's full on over the next few years. Maybe around this new moon, you want to plant those seeds of intention like, hey, I want to be debt free in a couple years, and this is how I'm going to get there. Or I want to get my business off the ground. How am I going to get there? Help me, call in help from the universe. Like, help me get there. Help me attract the people I need into my life right now that I can get this off the ground, or start reaching out to, I don't know, accountants or financial advisors or supports in your community that can help you get your business off the ground at this time, for example. Now, this new moon is making a fantastic opportunity aspect to Uranus. So around this new moon, it could be expect the unexpected. There could be new work coming in for you, Leo. If you want to change your career, get your resume out there, update LinkedIn or Upwork or whatever it is that you utilize as a search engine to look for jobs or chase for jobs or go after new clientele. Or again, if you own a business, put yourself out there, advertise. Because with Uranus in the mix, in your 10th house of careers, all of your 10th house of career and reputation and status and recognition, you just never know. You just never know. And Uranus is like crazy wild card energy. Like Uranus, I kind of love to hate because you just don't know what you're going to get with Uranus. But again, if you've been watching me for a while, I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. This energy, we can either take it high or we can take it low, and it's up to us. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to us. So I always suggest take it high. you know, take it high, and if shit happens, well, whatever, just deal with it, roll with it. It's going to be fine. At the end of the day, it's going to be fine. But again, that's just my philosophy. That's just my opinion. But regardless, Leo, this is an incredible new moon for you, and this is the final new moon of the astrological year. So it's full on. I'd say go big or go home, Leo. Wish, wish, wish. And you just never know. You just never know. But you do have to take some action here. This is an action-oriented type of new moon. Yeah, but I'm hearing, you know, especially with the eclipses around the corner, if there's any action you want to take, do it after the 10th of March. Let this energy simmer down a bit, put something into motion, but not too crazy, because eclipse season is here. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, be very mindful about big launches or anything life-shattering this month that you're executing on, because the eclipses are here. So, because eclipses conceal and reveal later on down the road, usually about within the next 6 months or so. But regardless, take advantage of this energy, Leo, absolutely. Now, the eclipses are hitting your 3rd house and 9th house last year and also into this year. So, Leo, this is hitting your educational sector. This is also hitting your travel and transportation, how it is that you get around. This is also siblings, cousins, neighbors, relatives, extended family members, community, publishing, writing. This could also be reflected up in your 9th house, as I mentioned, your 9th house of the gods there. So something here along this axis is definitely changing, definitely pivoting. Maybe you're becoming the elder, you're becoming the teacher, as I mentioned earlier. Maybe you're learning something new. Maybe you're taking on something new. If you're shifting your work life, I would not be surprised if you're maybe trying to take on a brand new career, or as I mentioned, you're trying to get a business off the ground. It's full on over the next year, Leo. So, but keep in mind, as I mentioned, I keep hearing for you, especially, something is going to be concealed and revealed later on down the road. So do keep that in mind at this time. Also be mindful of putting, like, for those of you that are learning something new, be mindful of putting like a new teacher or a mentor or something like that up on a pedestal. Be very mindful of that. I'm getting that, a specific message for you, Leo. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I'm hearing that specifically for you. Be mindful who you put up on a pedestal, especially around these eclipses, okay? Don't get duped into buying some $10,000 course that's going to make you some enlightened being, when all you have to do is like start meditating in your own house that costs you $0.00. You know, it's like something like that, or that, you know, those coaching programs. Oh, we can make you be a coach if you just pay $40,000. Okay, I mean, if that resonates with you, great. But watch out for those type of schemes at this time. But again, if that's something you want to move into, great. Just do your research, you know, and maybe don't pay $40,000 to become a coach. Maybe look into paying, or find somebody where it's only maybe $2,000 or $5,000, or I don't know, something like that, Leo. Anyway, that's pretty specific, so I apologize, but it's definitely, I'm hearing it loud and clear for you. Also, something might be happening in a sibling's life as well. So it might not be impacting you, but it might impact like a sibling or a neighbor, or maybe suddenly your neighbor's up and move. Or maybe it's time to get a new vehicle, Leo. Because again, eclipses take something away and then replaces something for us for our highest good. Okay, now Mercury and Aries, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, be mindful of your communication and your speech, Leo. You're definitely going to be fired up. You're definitely going to be passionate on what you talk about. Your mind will be sharp, especially when it comes to educational matters, especially when it comes to, you know, education, traveling, training, teaching, dealing with people from all over the world, legal matters, the justice system. But again, this is a double-edged sword here with Mercury in the house of Mars. Our words can be used as weapons. So just be mindful of who you speak to, and your actions and your words and your communication. Just be mindful. That's all I'm asking, because this is flowing into your Leo house. So you're going to be extra jazzed up, extra sharp, I should say, especially if your Mercury is in Leo. This is going to pump up your vocabulary in more than one way. Let's put it more than one way. Now, Venus is leaving your relationship sector and moving into this heavy 8th house of, again, psychological matters, big change, transformation, sex, intimacy, taxes, debts, loans. So if you're connected to a partner at this time, whether it's love or business, their income could go up at this time or change in some way, shape, or form, which ultimately impacts you. Now, if you're single, this means that you could have money coming in from other sources. So bonuses, alimony checks, checks from the government, again, taxes, tax season is here. So that's a possibility with Venus coming into this 8th house. If you're going through a divorce or any relationship issues at this time, Venus in here is going to help smooth things over at this time, which is good. But I'm also seeing possibly in your favor, if that makes sense. Now, Mars is continuing to trek in your 7th house of relationships. So Mars will join the party eventually here in Pisces. So in your 8th house, again, Mars is going to amp you up to go after what it is that you want, whether it's going after that client, whether it's going after shared resources. Mars severs also wherever he goes. So again, if you are going through a separation, whether this is with a business partner or a love relationship or something to do with work, a contract, agreement, negotiation, Mars can sever here. So Mars might cut off a source of income as well. It can go both ways. I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here. With Venus in here, it could go one way. But once Mars joins the party, Mars could be like, okay, I'm going to cut off this income for you. Or this might be, again, your partner's income could be impacted this month. Your income could be impacted this month or over the next 4 to 6 weeks, Leo. Nothing to be scared about or worried about. This could be more money flowing into your pocket, more money flowing into your partner's pocket. Or like I said, if there's something dragging you down financially, this could be Mars coming along and finally severing it, like a debt, a big bill, a line of credit, a mortgage, a property. Maybe you got multiple properties and it's like, okay, time to sell something, like time to get rid of something, like trim the fat, Leo, so you can feel lighter and brighter and move forward and move on and maybe invest, maybe do something different with that income as well, Leo. So like I said, I apologize if I sound confusing, but this energy could go either way with Venus and Mars both coming into the same sign, which again, they were traveling in your relationship sector too. So if you felt that push-pull mentality with your relationships where one day is like beautiful and the next day you're arguing, well, yeah, that's the cosmic lovers, you know, coming together and holding hands in the sky for quite some time, Leo. So okay, so I think that is about it. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned, so I'm going to mention it now. Around this eclipse time, if there's anything, speaking of getting rid of anything old or no longer working, this around eclipse time, this full moon is giving you the opportunity to shed anything that's not working for you. So again, get rid of things, sell things, downsize, Leo. I know some of you probably don't want to hear that. And again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But this full moon is making a trine up to Pluto, newly in your 7th house of partnership, of relationship. So if there's a relationship that's not working, Leo, this is the green light to get rid of it, whatever it is. It could be a material possession. It could be, like I said, an investment, property, a house, downsize, but it could be a partner for some people, okay? Like if a love relationship, a marriage is just not working anymore, then around this eclipse, you're going to feel it. Like cut it out, get it out of your life, or start putting the ball in motion to, yeah, file for a divorce. Talk to your partner and be like, hey, you know what? This isn't working. Let's split assets. Let's go our separate ways. Like start the conversation, Leo. Now, if you're in a happy relationship, don't take this sideways, okay? I'm talking to those of you that this resonates with. You should already feel it in your bones, in your soul, in your psyche, in your physicality. I'm talking to those folks that feel me, that hear me. Now, if you're in a happy marriage and you're like, well, Stacey, everything's beautiful and fine, and you're telling me I'm going to break up now. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is an opportunity to cut something out of your life that's not working. And I'm just throwing out examples, okay? So we all have free will. Astrology does not predict down to the science. It just doesn't, because we all have free will. So just keep that in mind. So I hope I didn't upset some of you. That was not my intention, but I do see it in the chart here. Anything that's not working for you, even a job, a partnership, a partner at work, a work colleague, get rid of it. Like this is your green light. Like start taking those steps, Leo, to change your life for the better. And trust me, you're going to thank yourself. Your future self is going to thank yourself right now when you start taking those steps to creating the life that you want, Leo. All right, so I wish you a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Virgo, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So definitely going to continue to be on relationships. I mean, look at that packed house of Pisces, your opposite sign there, Virgo. So focus is going to continue to be on love relationships, business partnerships, work colleagues, friendships, contracts, agreements, negotiations, marriage agreements, or marriage matters at this time, Virgo. And then the sun is going to slowly move into that deep, intense second house. So this is a financial house for you, Virgo, but this could also be shared financial resources as well that you have with a partner, or this could also be property, shared property, or this could be if you receive like government checks or government support or alimony, or if a partner or an ex or something like that pays you. This is also a very deep psychological house. Like this is the house of big change, big transformation, and the mundane things like taxes, debts, loans, and of course those shared finances that we share with another person, whether that's a partner, business partner, or a love or marriage relationship, Virgo. So this is going to be the focus for you for the month of March. And you have a beautiful new moon in Pisces, the last new moon of the astrological year. So this is very powerful. And you have a packed Pisces house. You have a packed seventh house, Virgo. So anything that you want to manifest in your life, whether that's, you know, a new relationship, whether that's in love or business or new friendship circles, or, you know, a new clientele, or if you have a business, anything like that you want to bring into fruition, now is the time to plant those seeds of intention. So also, though, there's an opportunity aspect coming in from your ninth house. This is the house of the gods, I always call it. So this is something to do with education or teaching, like you being the teacher, the elder, the coach, the mentor, anything to do with long distance traveling in general, dealing with foreign lands, foreign cultures, citizenship, immigration, paperwork, pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, Virgo, is also covered in this ninth house. Could also have a flavor of, again, work, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. Could also have a flavor of diet, nutrition, health, pets, animals, exercise routines, things like that. Could also be another layer included into this new moon at this time, Virgo. So yeah, if you want to clean up your health or diet, excellent new moon as well to plant those seeds of intention around this new moon. Now, eclipse season is here. Eclipse season is full on, and this is happening in your financial access, Virgo. So this is all about money, how you earn money, how you make money, how money comes to you or flows to you. This is also, again, about shared resources, shared finances, shared property. This is also your self-worth. I just heard something to do with cosmetic, or like the second house can also be like, I guess, like, how do I say this? Like surgeries of the face, like, so like Botox, cosmetic surgeries, plumpers, fillers, nose jobs, I don't know, lifts, whatever you call those things. Virgo, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay. That's something to do with, you know, maybe some of you are getting one of those lifts, facelifts. There we go. I don't know, but that's sort of what I'm hearing. That's the second house as well. Very specific. So I apologize, but I'm hearing it. So I'm going to say it. So yeah, eclipses, conceal and reveal later on down the road, Virgo. And for you, definitely something to do with your financial situation or financial circumstances. Yeah, this could also be you maybe signing on the dotted line with a partner when it comes to like something big, like a mortgage, going in and getting a mortgage with your partner, or a business loan, finding a business partner and going into business with somebody, signing on the dotted line. Or maybe you go in with a friend or family member and buy property or rental units or something like that. That could be, again, I'm just throwing out ideas, you know, if they resonate, great. And if they don't, that's totally fine. Just whatever resonates with you in your personal life and what's happening. Now, if there's anything that you want to let go of around eclipse time, you don't have to do it like this month, but because again, this energy ripples out 6 months from now. If there's anything not working for you in your life, I'm thinking like material possessions for you, Virgo. Like if you got a car to sell, or a boat to sell, or an RV to sell, or a property to sell, or a business to sell, or I don't know, something to sell that's, you don't need it anymore, this eclipse cycle will help you get rid of it. And also Pluto in your 6th house is helping you shed. This is like shedding the old so you can welcome in something new. This could be, again, this is the house of work, 2nd house, your 6th house where Pluto is, the house of work. What you do on a day-to-day mundane level. And again, this could be tied into your health, your well-being, something to do with animals or pets, day-to-day exercise, routine, kicking an old habit, whatever the case may be. This is giving you the green light, Virgo, to get rid of stuff that is not working in your life. And the eclipses could be asking you to do this. Or giving you hints and clues to do this. So again, if that resonates, great. And if it doesn't, that's totally fine. But this is definitely allowing you to release the old so you can welcome in something new into your life, Virgo. Okay, let's see here. Now, Mercury is going to be moving into Aries this month. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you know, this is great. I love Mercury in Aries. Our minds are sharp. We're going to be fired up. We're going to be passionate. We're going to be direct. We're going to be thinking clearly and speaking directly and all those fun things. But in the house of Mars, or Aries is ruled by Mars, I should say, our words can be used to harm other people. So when you're getting all fired up, just try to be mindful, okay? Just be mindful of your words and your communication. And this is in your 8th house. So Mercury is going to be very powerful in this sector of life. So do watch how you communicate with other people. But on the flip side, yeah, you're going to be very passionate about your speech this month, Virgo, and you are ruled by Mercury. So you are going to be feeling very fired up and sharp and articulate, and you'll be able to carry yourself well. You'll be just on point. You're going to be super quick. Your mind's going to be quick. So that's great. Focus on those good qualities. But yeah, when you get pissed off at somebody, that's where I just want to ask you to try and pump the brakes. I know it's going to be hard, but yeah, try and pump the brakes on what comes out of your mouth at this time. Now, Venus and Mars are going to eventually join the party in your 7th house, Virgo. So for those of you looking for love, it's full on over the next 4 to 6 weeks. You could definitely attract in a new partner at this time. So, but again, that's only if that resonates. If you're already connected and happily married, this is just bringing the spice back. This is just bringing the energy back into your relationships. Venus over the last 8 weeks has been struggling to express herself through the Saturn ruled signs of Aquarius and Capricorn. Now she can finally express herself in love, in beauty, in intimacy. We're all going to be wearing those rose-colored glasses over the next 4 weeks, which, you know what, it's not really a bad thing, so you'll feel it. You'll feel the energy shift, especially when it comes to your relationships of all kinds: work, partnerships, love, business, contracts, agreements, negotiations, marriage. Venus will smooth over this area of life for you, absolutely. Let's see here. Also, Venus could be attracting more money into your life as well at this time. Money through partnerships, whether that's in love or in work. Now, Mars is continuing to move through your 6th house of health and well-being and work as well. So wrap up what you need to wrap up, Virgo. Take advantage of this energy, because once Mars dives into Pisces, it's like running through water. It's definitely going to slow down our action. But I mean, our intuition is definitely going to be on point. And Mars is a double-edged sword. So I know I'm going to be talking out of both sides of my mouth here, because Mars and Venus are 2 different energies. They are the cosmic lovers of the zodiac. So once Mars pops into your 7th house, you might find sometimes Mars can irritate us when it comes to our relationships, or people will irritate us that we're connected to, whether it's in work, in love, in business, whatever. Mars also severs. So if there's anything that you want to get out of from a work perspective or a contract, Mars can help you sever that agreement and maybe negotiate something else or something better or something different that applies to you, that's going to make you shine in the workplace or whatever the situation may be. So yeah, we might have a little bit of, well, we will be having a little bit of yin and yang energy wherever these 2 cosmic lovers go, especially when they're in the same sign. It can be difficult. We just experienced this in Aquarius at the end of February, the last couple weeks of February, where they were holding hands in the sky. This can be very challenging. For you, it's in the workplace, right? So it's like that push-pull mentality. One day you have a good day. The next day, all these people around you are bitching and pissy and like sensitive and fly off the handle. And yeah, that's that's Mars and Venus. That's just how they operate, right? Because they're totally different energies, yin and yang, totally different. So regardless, focus is definitely going to be on relationships, period. Otherwise, that's about it, Virgo. So I wish you a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Libra, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be on work. Day-to-day work, duty, habits, routines, driving the kids here, driving the kids there, overall busyness. Also, this is to do with your health, your diet, your nutrition, your routines, exercise, and also your work. I think I already mentioned that, but work and work environment, work colleagues. If you own a business, this is people that work for you or with you. And also pets and animals are covered in this house as well, Libra. So that's where one of your focus is going to continue to be this month. And then once the sun pops into Aries, your opposite sign, it's full on when it comes to relationships. That's where the focus is going to be. So relationships, in love, business, marriage, contracts, agreements, and negotiations, Libra. Now, you have a beautiful new moon in Pisces. It's the last new moon of the astrological year, so it's very powerful. Plus, it's in a packed house. So for you, again, it's in this 6th house. It's a very busy house, Libra. So this new moon, you might want to maybe call in more work-life balance. You might want to call in a new habit or health routine. Really great time to kick a habit, Libra, whatever that is, drinking, smoking, I don't know, whatever pick your poison, Libra. But a great time to clean up your diet, your health, your nutrition, your routines. If you want to call in a new furry pet to be welcomed into your life, you can absolutely put those intentions out there at this time as well. Also, this might have something not only to do with work. If you do want to change work, Libra, that could be a possibility, absolutely, whether this month or, well, you have the eclipses in your sign. We'll talk about that, but I mean, it's full on. If you want to change your life, Libra, this is the year to do it. This is the year to do it. If you didn't start last year, which I have a feeling some of you probably did or are going to be starting, yeah, it's full on this year. Change your life. Like this is the opportunity to change your life, Libra, because these eclipses are going to be hitting all areas of your chart. So it's full on. Call in new work, new finances. For those of you that are maybe trying to get access to a loan or a mortgage or anything like that, that could be a possibility this month. So apply, put yourself out there. This could also have something to do with romance and dating. For those of you that are single, romance, dating, creativity, self-expression, hobbies. This is also the house of children too. So anything like that that you want to welcome into your life over the next 6 months or beyond, plant your seeds of intention right now, Libra, or sorry, around the new moon, after the new moon, preferably. Plant those seeds of attention around March the 10th to call in whatever it is that you'd like to bring into your life at this time. Now, eclipses, again, if you've been following me for a while, yeah, it's full on. You and Aries are the stars of the show, starting last year and into this year. So take advantage of these eclipses. I feel like some of you, though, won't have a choice, because eclipses, what do? It's upheaval. It's change. It's expect the unexpected. It's like the universe coming in saying, you know what, this is not working for you, whether you like it or not, whether you realize it or not, consciously, unconsciously, boom, here's some change. That's kind of how the eclipses work sometimes. But another way I like looking at this is, if you want to change your life, Libra, do it. This is the time to shed the old and welcome in the new. So for you, again, this could have something to do with a relationship, a partnership, love, business, marriage, coming or going. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. This is the epitome of changing up relationships. Now, if you're in a happy, solid, stable marriage or relationship now, it does not mean you're going to break up. Okay, it does not mean that. This just means there's definitely going to be shifts and changes coming your way. And I'm more so talking to those of you that, you know, aren't really sure about their relationship right now. They're kind of like on the fence, or it's rocky or bumpy. Well, this is your opportunity to have that conversation with your partner and just be like, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore, or us. So let's move on. And what does that look like? Let's start the conversation. So because Pluto is also supporting you with this. So this is, if whatever this is, again, this could be any area of your life, Libra. This could have something to do with home, family, foundation, career, work, mom, dad, authority figures in your life, family, relatives. If something is not working in your life, if something's bringing you down, now is the time to shed the old so you can welcome in something new. Now, for those of you, you know, giving up a relationship or moving on, you do have people coming into your life. Absolutely. And it's going to be continue into 2024. So, you know, yeah, one person could be leaving your life this year, but trust me, someone will be coming in. And it could be rather quickly as well, because eclipses, it's like expect the unexpected. Now, Mercury is also moving into your opposite sign. So again, amping up that communication. And your communication is going to be spicy. It's going to be fiery. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of how you're speaking to your partner, but also vice versa. Your partner might be quite spicy talking to you. So do be mindful of that. Things could get heated. I do like Mercury in the house of Mars because he's very direct. He's very to the point. Our minds will be sharp and quick. However, our words can be used as weapons. So just be mindful of that, how you communicate or talk to other folks during this time. And I keep calling him Mars. Mercury's going to be in here for a while because Mercury's going to be retrograding. And we'll talk about that next month. But anything that you're not talking with your partner now, Libra, I feel like that's going to come back around in April. So again, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's not the point of these videos. I'm here to talk about the energy that's coming in, the energy that's here for you to work with, so you can work with it and not so much against it, and just be prepared for this energy. So be mindful of this long stay of Mercury in your opposite sign of partnerships. Now, Venus and Mars are going to eventually join the party here in your 6th house. So this is going to just amp up the busyness, Libra, of your 6th house of work. Again, if you own a business, this is people that work for you or with you. This is your day, anything to do with day-to-day habits, routines, schedules, driving the kids around, driving people around, whatever the case may be, health, diet, nutrition, pets, and animals and pets as well. So for those of you single, you could find love in the workplace at this time, or you could find love just doing your errands, doing your daily thing, and you bump into people. You just never know. Let's see here. And yeah, Venus is your ruler, Libra. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the beginning. So wherever Venus goes, your energy naturally changes and pivots because that's your ruler. So if you notice the last 8 weeks, love, relationship, money, you maybe have found it hard or difficult to express yourself because she's been traveling in Capricorn and Aquarius. Those are Saturn ruled signs. So once she pops into Pisces, you'll find you'll be able to express yourself way better because she's exalted here. So she's going to function very well in this sign. And also wherever Venus goes, she smooths things over. So if you have any health hiccups or work disruptions, she's going to smooth this area of life over for you. So this is going to be beautiful for you, Libra, over the next 4 weeks or so. But then Mars coming in here behind her, this is kind of a pain in the ass because Mars irritates wherever he goes. So bless Mars, Mars just means well, but Mars also wants to stir up some shit sometimes. So yeah, be mindful. Mars coming into your work house, you might find you're more irritable at work, or your work colleagues are more irritable. Now I understand I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here, but I mean, we're talking about 2 different energies, Venus and Mars. We've had these 2 cosmic lovers moving through Aquarius the last few weeks. This is going to kind of continue. They're not exact, but they're still close. And then they're both going to be piling into your 6th house. So like I said, double-edged sword. You might have some good days. You might have some bad days. Not the end of the world, Libra. But again, I'm just forewarning you about this energy that's incoming. And Mars is going to be in here for the next 6 weeks. Now, nice thing about Mars is all about passion, motivation, drive. So you're going to be very driven in your work. You're going to be very driven to maybe clean up your diet, your health routines, your habit. Great time to pick up an exercise regime or routine, Libra. That could be a positive way to get this energy out of your body. Mars can also inflame things in the body. So also be mindful of that. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to eat or drink or anything like that, but just be mindful. Mars inflames, irritates wherever he goes. And this is the house of health for you, Libra. Otherwise, that is, I think, it, Libra. I wish you a wonderful March. I just heard for you, yeah, definitely change of the winds for you. As I mentioned earlier in the video, change of the winds, big change coming down the pipe for you, being in the first house, seventh house. So just be prepared for, yeah, more change is coming down the pipe for you, and it's definitely going to be big changes are rippling out in your life, Libra, over the next year. So this is going to be over the next year. So anyway, enjoy March. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Scorpio, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be for the month of March. So it's going to continue to be in your fun, lighthearted fifth house of children, of joy, of self-expression, of creativity and romance and dating and hobbies and all the fun stuff of life, Scorpio. And this is pouring positive vibes into your sign. You got Neptune here, you got Saturn here. You're going to be having Mars and Venus pile in here. You got a new moon in here, Scorpio. So yeah, the water signs have it. Well, let me back up. Cancer and you have it good this month. Pisces, this might be a bit overwhelming, but anyway, all this positive, harmonious energy is flowing into your sign is what I'm getting at here, Scorpio. So take advantage of this energy. It will shift once the sun moves into your busy sixth house. This is of day-to-day duty, responsibility, running around, doing errands, taking the kids here, taking the kids there. This is work colleagues, your work environment. If you own a business, this is the people that work for you. This is also your health, your diet, nutrition, routines, exercise, and also animals and pets. So very busy house, Scorpio, and that's going to be the focus this month. So you're going to start pouring your energy into work, for example, if you do work on a day-to-day basis. But even if you don't, life is going to pick up for you. Even if you volunteer, if you're retired, maybe you're watching the grandkids or you're volunteering at the 55 Plus Center or whatever the case may be, things are going to start picking up for you. It is the change of the seasons. We are welcoming in spring in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern hemisphere. Regardless, change is coming in when we have the sun moving into Aries. Now we have a beautiful new moon, as I mentioned, in your fifth house. This is the time to plant those seeds of intention, Scorpio, what you want to manifest in the next 6 months of your life or beyond. So this could have a connection with children. If you want to start a family, Scorpio, it's full on. Please plant those seeds of intention, or start trying. If you catch my drift, start trying for starting a family at this time. This could also have a connection to a partner. If you want to call in a romantic partner, a new love relationship, if you're single, if you want to call in a new business partner or a new client base or a new contract agreement offer, this is the time to call that in as well. This could also have a flavor of marriage. You do have Saturn in your fifth house. So I have no doubt, Scorpio, that, well, depending on what you're watching for, but I mean, I have no doubt that some of you could be putting a ring on it this year. Or if that doesn't resonate, some of you could be calling in a serious partnership. You're not here to date fluffy bunny, casual stuff anymore. You're serious. You're taking romance serious or more serious, and you want to have that honest, deep, connected person coming into your life. So absolutely plant those seeds of intention, Scorpio, if that resonates. This could also have a flavor of home. Maybe some of you want to move. Maybe some of you want to renovate or change your living circumstances. This could have a connection to mom, dad, authority figures, bosses in your life, family, anything like that, Scorpio. So I know I threw a lot of things at you, but again, I'm just kind of giving you some ideas. If something resonates, great. And if it doesn't, leave it be. Now, eclipses. Eclipse season is here, Scorpio. So we have a full moon happening in your 12th house. This is a very hidden, quiet house, but it's not really quiet when an eclipse is in here. So this could be about, Scorpio, work-life balance, incorporating more work-life balance into your life. If you're one of those that work multiple jobs, maybe it's time to cut back and just maybe go down to one job, or just make it work with one job or two jobs if you're working like 3 jobs or more. This is hitting your axis of work-life balance. This is hitting your axis of mental health and well-being, to take care of yourself. Scorpio, this is putting a spotlight on that. This is also hidden matters. Secrets could be coming out of the closet at this time, or again, eclipses ripple out 6 months from now. So whether this is skeletons coming out of the closet that pertain to you, Scorpio, or someone that you're connected with, maybe a secret comes out in the workplace. Maybe a secret comes out with one of your work colleagues, or a boss, or a partner, whether that's in love or in business. Or if you own a business, maybe you find out something about your partner or about someone that works for you. I don't know, but this is the house of secrets. So is this going to happen for everybody? No, absolutely not. But I'm just giving you some examples of possibilities that could be coming up this month. Maybe they already happened. For some of you, this probably already happened, but for others, again, depending on your chart and if this is hitting any planets, placements, points, this will, some of you will feel this more than others. This could be a job change. Absolutely. We have another eclipse in Aries, April the 8th. This could quite frankly be a job change for you, Scorpio. Absolutely. Or letting go of a job so you can bring in more work-life balance. Anything that you want to let go of, this is the time to shed the old so you can welcome in the new around this full moon at the end of March here. So this could have a connection with home, family, foundation, renovations, moving. Maybe kids are leaving the nest. Maybe kids are going off to college and you're going to be in, what do they call it, an empty nester? I think that's what it is. Anyway, I could be wrong, but this is changes. This is definitely, this could impact your home. Absolutely. Home, family, routines, mom, dad, authority figures in your life. There could be some changes in their lives as well at this time. So, but most importantly, Scorpio, if there's anything that you want to let go of that's not working for you anymore, take advantage of it. Let it go. This is going to give you the oomph and maybe the rumblings, bumblings under the surface to get rid of things that no longer work for you, whether it's, I hate to say it, but whether it is a partnership that's not working, or a home life that's not working, or literally where you live, a place of living that's not working, whether you're renting or whatever. Maybe it's time to find a new place to rent or buy, or whatever you're interested in. Downsizing, things like that, Scorpio. Now, Mercury is going to be moving into Aries. This is, again, that 6th house. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you know, I like Mercury in Aries. You know, our mind will be on point. Our communication, our speech, our thoughts will be on point, very sharp, very passionate. You know, you might be very articulate and passionate in the workplace, for example. However, words can be used as weapons when Mercury is transiting the house of Mars. You're also ruled by Mars. So just be mindful of that. I'm not telling you what to do. You might also notice people in the workplace, their speech will also get fired up, amped up. You could have some really important debates at this time, or communication at this time. So just something to be mindful of, Scorpio. Again, it'll pass. But with that said, we do have Mercury retrograde in here. So whatever's not said, if there's anything swept under the carpet at this time, especially in the workplace, I'm thinking, it probably will come back out in a more dramatic way, or passionate way in April. So just something to just be mindful of. As I mentioned, Venus and Mars join the party in your 5th house. Well, Venus moves in there first, March 11th. Now, wherever Venus goes, she attracts. And wherever Venus goes, she kind of smooths over that area of life for us. So again, if you're single, you could be attracting in new love at this time, Scorpio. And sorry, I was just hearing chatter there. Yeah, so romance could be coming into your life at this time, or something to do with your kids. You know, this, if you're having any issues with your children at this time, she can help you sort of smooth that over with your kids at this time. So make that effort, you know, especially around the 11th of March. Make that effort. Take advantage of this transit. She's going to be here for 4 weeks. Yeah, because she can help smooth that over with your kids, your relationships, dating, things like that. Also, you could be bringing in some money or monetizing a hobby at this time. Not a bad time, especially with Saturn and Neptune in here. This is like crystallizing a hobby or a side hustle into something, hey, you just never know, right? That's going to stand the test of time for sure. Now with Mars in here, this is your ruler, okay? He's been cruising through your 4th house of home, family, foundation. So whatever you're doing right now with home, family, foundation, maybe mom, dad, authority figures, bosses in your life, wrap it up. Scorpio, wrap it up, because once Mars plunges into the depths of Pisces, he's definitely going to slow down your action and your motivation and your passion and your drive. And what's going to increase is your intuition and your psychic abilities. Whether you realize it or not, Scorpio, if you have especially a few planets in Scorpio, you're very psychic and intuitive, whether you realize it or not. Some of you probably do, but some of you probably don't. But you're very psychic and intuitive. So Mars in here is going to enhance that for you, which is incredible. However, Mars is a double-edged sword. This is your ruler. I feel like you probably know this by now. So Mars in here can amp up the energy when it comes to maybe your relationship with your kids. So do be mindful of that. And I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here, because I just talked about Venus smoothing things over, and then Mars comes in here and starts shaking things up. Well, we're talking about yin and yang here. We're talking about the cosmic lovers here. It is what it is. You probably just experienced this in your home life. You know, whoever's living with you or under your roof, you could have had good days, bad days. One day you're getting along with your partner or your roommate and your kids, and the next minute you guys are all yelling at each other and throwing pillows or whatever. Who knows? That's Mars and Venus. It is what it is. And when they travel together in the sky, unfortunately, we're going to have that black and white energy. We're going to have that yin and yang constantly back and forth, basically. Not constantly, I should say, but like sometimes it could feel like that. So, but what I love about Mars though is, you know, action, motivation, passion, drive, going after what it is you want. Again, if you want to pursue a partner, a romantic thing at this time, it's full on. If you want to bring the spice back in your relationship, it's full on. Maybe get away with your partner at this time or take a break. If you haven't already done so, try to do that the first couple weeks of March if you can. Any hobbies, like I mentioned earlier, any hobbies or passions or anything you want to get off the ground, Mars will help you, give you the motivation and drive to do so. Even though he's not particularly strong in this sign, but still, wherever Mars goes, he's going to sort of make you laser focus in on that area of life, Scorpio. And again, this pileup of energy in Pisces is flowing harmoniously into your planets, placements, points, whatever you're watching for right now, in Scorpio. So this is incredible for you. I think you will have a nice March. Eclipses are wild cards, so expect the unexpected. But all in all, I wish you a wonderful March, Scorpio, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Sagittarius, let's see where I think your focus, or let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be on home, family, foundation, roots, ancestry. Maybe you're doing renovations or moving, or mom, dad, authority figures in your life. That will continue to be the focus, and probably continue to be the focus for a while with Saturn and Neptune in this sign. You definitely got a party going on in here, so we'll talk about that in a bit. And then once the sun moves into Aries, I feel like you're going to kind of get your groove back, your energy back, because that sunlight will be pouring into your planets, placements, points, whatever you're watching for right now. So that's going to start around March the 19th when the sun moves into your 5th house. And this is like, I love this house. It's joy, it's abundance, it's feeling on top of the world, it's children, it's creativity, it's self-expression, it's entertainment, it's gambling, it's all the fun stuff in our lives. It's also romance and dating. So if you're single, Sag, and you're looking to mingle, it could be full on this month, or at least start this month. Plus you got eclipses in here. So if you are single, Sagittarius, definitely it's full on for romance and dating starting last year and into this year. Absolutely. So that is definitely fun. And the nice thing is these eclipses are kind of hitting, you're another sign, you and Gemini. These eclipses are hitting kind of nice areas of your chart. They're also making opportunity aspects to your planets, placements, points, Sag. So lucky you guys, gals, they, them, you and Gemini across the board from you. Yeah, I feel like these eclipses will be quite enjoyable, but it doesn't mean it's going to be 100% or 1000% easy. I can definitely appreciate that, because eclipses can be quite dramatic or shocking at times as well. So that's where I think the focus is going to be. You have a beautiful new moon in your 4th house of home, family, foundation, roots, ancestry, property, retirement. So Sag, this is the last new moon of the year, and then we start a new astrological cycle. Take advantage of this new moon. You got a lot of energy in here. So if you want to move, if you're planning to move or renovate, or you want to better your home life or your home circumstances, now is the time to plant those seeds of intention, call in what you want, call in that help from the universe, and take those next steps to start changing your life in this area of life. This could also bleed into your career, could have something to do with career, which you do on a day-to-day basis with work, mom, dad, authority figures in your life. Also, this might have something to do with diet, health, routines. Maybe you want to call in a new pet or a new animal into your life at this time, or hey, maybe you want to buy a farm. That could be a possibility as well, or buy property out in the country. That could be a possibility as well, or somewhere around water or waterfalls or lakes or rivers or something like that. That could be a possibility as well. If you want new technology or a new vehicle, this is also a new moon. You can absolutely call that in as well. This is also the house of like short distance trips and traveling. So I'm just throwing out ideas at you, Sag. I'm not saying all of these are going to come to light, but I'm just throwing out some ideas. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Leave it be. But yeah, beautiful new moon. Lots of possibilities could be happening around March the 10th for you. Now, eclipses, as I mentioned, this is happening in your 5th and 10th houses. So this could be about friendships, friendship circles. This could be new friendship groups coming in, old friendships falling away. This is the house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. The 11th house is also a lucky house as well. So that could be a possibility here. And as I mentioned, your 5th house, romance, dating, self-expression, creativity, children. If you're looking to bring in kids into your life, it could be like surprise. So just keep that in mind if you are looking to start a family. But if you're not looking to start a family, you know what? Another possibility is you could start dating someone. If you are single, you could start dating someone with children, perhaps. So maybe you're single without kids, and then maybe you meet someone and they have kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there could be a connection here with children, or working with children, or working alongside youth or children, or something along those lines. So eclipses conceal and reveal later on, Sag. So even if nothing happens around the 25th of March, that's okay. We got 6 months of this energy to slowly unfold in this area of your life at this time. Also, you could receive news about a sibling, possibly an older sibling. If that resonates with you, you might receive some news, or they might bring some sort of news to you that could be, well, shocking. It might be shocking, might not be shocking. I don't know, maybe something connected to their kids as well. But that's also a possibility with this eclipse cycle. It might have already happened, but technically we have another year of this energy of this eclipse cycle. So just food for thought, something to keep in mind. And we have Mercury moving into Aries. So as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, I don't mind this energy at all. I love Mercury in Aries. Mercury is very direct, to the point. We're going to be passionate. We're going to be articulate. We're going to be able to think quick. Our mind is going to be quick. Our speech might even speed up a little bit, Sag. And this is actually flowing to your sign. So, I mean, whatever you're watching for right now, Mercury is going to infuse this energy even more into your planets, placements, points, whatever you're watching for right now. So, but just be mindful. The communication coming out of our mouths could be a little bit sharp. So just be mindful of who you talk to, or you direct your language to, or how you communicate. Just, again, food for thought. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but yeah, the language just could be a little bit sharp, little bit sharp at this time, a little bit prickly at this time. So Venus and Mars are going to join the party there in your 4th house, Sag. So, and again, this is technically squaring your energy. So definite hands down change is, you know, I might have already talked about this in previous videos, but like, yeah, change in your home life, your lifestyle, mom, dad, authority figures. It's full on for the next, well, 2 years really, until Saturn and Neptune move out of this sign for you. But with Mars and Venus piling in here, it's just going to amp up the energy in your 4th house of, again, home, family, foundation, renovations, moving, bosses, authority figures, mother, father, kids. That's going to be possibly on your mind for the next 4 to 6 weeks or so. Now, Venus in here smooths things over wherever she goes. Maybe you're going to want to decorate, redecorate, beautify your home. Excellent time to do it. She can express herself fully when she's in this area of our charts. The last 8 weeks, she's been really restricted thanks to Capricorn and Aquarius, but now she can fully express herself. So beautify your home. You actually might spend too much money on your home, so that could be a cautionary thing, especially with Mars in here. You might just burn through money when it comes to your home. You might be throwing a lot of money at your home, or if you're renovating or building a new house, or property, or a cottage, or a cabin, or whatever, you could be just blowing a lot of money when it comes to property. So just keep that in mind. Also, you could be making money at home. So maybe you work from home, maybe you sell products out of your home, maybe you work with homes, Sagittarius, or sell homes or property. Not a bad time to sell, actually. You could be making a lot of money on property at this time. So again, just some things to think about, some possibilities to think about. If they resonate, great. If they don't, leave them be. Let's see here. Don't forget to take care of yourself too, Sag. I'm hearing something about mind-body connection. So like work-life balance, taking it easy, taking a break on yourself as well, or pampering yourself, I should say. Now, with Mars moving into the 4th house, I'm going to be talking out of both sides of my mouth now. Wherever Mars goes, Mars irritates and Mars separates. So Mars in the 4th is fantastic for working on your house, renovations, blowing out walls, putting up siding, building a deck, working with your hands, anything to do with restructuring your home life is definitely where Mars can help you. Now, the bad thing about Mars is, again, he irritates, right? He inflames. So there could be some conflicts under your roof, whether it's a roommate, a parent, mom, dad, authority figures, bosses even, because this could bleed into the workplace because you got a lot of energy in the 4th, which is opposing your 10th. So this could also bleed out into the workplace, or if you work from home, there could be some push and pull mentality there with whatever it is that you do at home. There could be some frustration under your roof at this time. You could be pissed off at a family member or kids or relatives or something along those lines. Just be mindful. Sag, try to channel the energy, get it out of your body. Like I said, if you're doing renovations or painting or beautifying your house or building something, do something with your hands, like get it out of your body. That's what I would recommend, Sag, at this time. But all in all, not a bad transit, but it is squaring your placement. So you're going to like want to move and do things and take action on things. You're also going to be very psychic and intuitive when it comes to home, family, foundation, ancestry, your roots, your family, connection with your kids, mom, dad, authority figures. That psychic energy is going to be on point. Your intuition is going to be on point, Sag. So don't ignore that. I would just recommend don't ignore that. Don't ignore the signs and the symbols. Otherwise, that is, let me see here. That is about it. If I didn't already mention this, forgive me if I'm repeating myself. This eclipse season also is asking you to let something go. Let go of something old, let go of something that's not working in your life so you can welcome in something new. This could quite simply be technology. This could quite simply be letting go of an old clunker car and buying something new. Or finally, maybe that car craps out on you finally. And it's like, okay, now I can finally upgrade and buy something new. Could be connected, something to do with spirituality or religion or your belief systems, like letting go of something so you can welcome in something new. Could be connected to a relationship as well, however this resonates with you, Sag. Something is, you're being asked to let something go that's no longer working. Could even be a friendship group, circle, membership that you're affiliated with. Let something go that's not working for you. Let something go that's not lifting you up. Let something go that's not making you happy. Let it go. And then trust me, the goodness, the newness, something new is going to take its place. This isn't going to happen overnight, but this is what this eclipse in particular is asking you to do on March 25th. So let something go, or something might naturally move along, okay? Transition, so you can welcome in something new in this area of life. All right, Sag, I wish you a wonderful month, and we'll see you next month. Bye for now. Hey, Capricorn, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be in your busy, busy, busy 3rd house. So this is the mind. This is communication, how you communicate. This is also technology, social media, writing, publishing, teaching, training, upgrading, short distance travel or trips, transportation, how you get around, how you get from point A to point B, vehicles, for example. Could also be bikes, walking, you know, all that fun stuff too, taking the train. This is also the house of siblings, cousins, neighbors, your community, your neighborhood. Yeah, very busy, very, very busy house in your direct, immediate environment, Capricorn. So that's going to continue to be the focus. And then the sun is going to move into your 4th house of home, family, foundation, roots, ancestry, children as well. Anyone who's living under your roof or your house could literally be the focus of your attention at this time. Hey, maybe you want to move, maybe you want to renovate, maybe you're like, I'm done with this place, I want to downsize, or maybe you want to upsize, you need the space for your family. that could be the focus for you at this time as well. Now, you have a beautiful new moon in that busy, busy, busy third house, Capricorn. So anything that you want to manifest in this area of life, which I just rambled off there, anything you want to manifest, now is the time to take advantage of this final new moon in 2024 in this astrology cycle, because we're starting a brand new astrological year starting on March 19th, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. So Capricorn, again, this could have something to do with writing, teaching, publishing, traveling, your community, transportation, social media, the internet, technology, your mindset, how you communicate, how you articulate yourself, how you carry yourself. It could be messages, emails, text messages. Like, this could be a very busy new moon. It could be a time where you got to plant or quiet the mind so you can plant those seeds of intention at this time, Capricorn. Could also have a flavor of romance, dating. If you are single, romance, dating could come out of the blue, could surprise you, or you could have that opportunity coming in at this time to date. Something to do with creativity, self-expression, a project, a hobby, maybe something, Capricorn, you're trying to get off the ground, a work project, or again, a business project, anything like that could have a flavor. Also, this could be connected to your money, your work, what it is you do on a day-to-day level, finances, material possessions, and self-worth, basically, as well. Could have something to do with diet, health, nutrition as well, or reconstructing something in your body, your physical structures, if that makes sense. Like, for example, like cosmetic surgery or fixing your teeth or things like that. So lots of possibilities, Capricorn. I'm not saying every single one of those things are going to take shape or form. I'm just throwing out some examples of possibilities, because you got a lot of energy going into that third busy, busy, busy house, and it is making opportunity aspects to your Capricorn placements, whatever you're watching for right now. Now, eclipse season is here, Cap. So full moon, the very first one in 2024, and this is happening in your 10th house of career, reputation, status, bosses, authority figures, mom, dad, parental units in your life at this time. This could also bleed into home. So home, family, foundation, your children, anyone who lives under your roof. Could be your home literally. Again, moving. It wouldn't surprise me if some of you are thinking about moving, or you've already moved, or maybe a family member moved out, or a family member moved in, or a family member moved closer to you, or I don't know, something along those lines. Because again, some of you, the shifts and changes already happened last year, and maybe you're just leaning into the energy even more. But this is hitting big angles of your chart, Capricorn. You and Cancer are going through this together, and Libra and Aries for that matter. So the four of you, the four signs, and also if you have planets, placements, points in these signs, you will feel this the most. There will be more change coming into your life, because technically it could bleed out to multiple areas of your life, Capricorn, including relationships, love, business, friendships, contracts, agreements, negotiations, and even marriage as well, Capricorn. So it's full on this month. We are in eclipse season, and we have another eclipse next month in your 4th house. We'll talk about that next month. But again, that one is quite an intense one. So buckle up, Capricorn. There's going to be some more change, but I feel like this is good. This is good change. I mean, even if we don't see it right now, I feel like this is pushing us onto a new path, a new destiny. This has to happen, whatever this is. Also, Capricorn, excellent time. If there's anything you need to shed and let go of when it comes to material possessions, money, resources, finances, inheritances, investments, work, anything to do with work, career, mom, dad, authority figures, bosses, anything you want to let go of it. This is an opportunity to let go of the old so you can make space for something new, Capricorn. So again, this is going to bleed out into your life in different ways depending on what's going on in your chart. But this is the opportunity. Take the next step to letting go of things that just aren't working in your life anymore. Now, Mercury going into Aries, you know, this is great. You know, I love Mercury in Aries. We're direct, blunt, to the point. You can appreciate this, Cap. Direct, blunt, to the point. Our actions are going to be more sharper. Our mind will be more sharp. Communication, we'll be able to articulate ourselves better. However, this is squaring you. Aries energy squares you. So be mindful how you communicate with others, especially people under your own roof, or if you're a landlord, be mindful how you come across, because you're going to be very sharp, possibly even, dare I say, intimidating, Capricorn. Yes, we can be intimidating at times, especially Capricorn rising, well, Capricorn sun as well. But yeah, just be mindful of your words, be mindful of who you're directing your words at or to, because yeah, you could come off as a little sharp, a little spicy. I have no doubt you're going to have some passionate debates or conversations this month as well, especially with people in your family or relatives or kids. That could get quite heated and exciting, let's just say. Okay, Venus in Pisces. So Venus is moving away from your house of money and work and material possessions and moving into that busy, busy, busy third house. So wherever Venus goes, she smooths, there we go, is that a word? Smooths things over. It makes things a little bit more easier, a little bit more abundant. She also attracts wherever she goes. So whether this is love, for those of you that are single, you could find love in your immediate community, or maybe a neighbor hooks you up with somebody, or a friend, or again, you start dating someone in your immediate city, town environment, wherever you're living right now. Now, with that said, though, Mars is wrapping up his stay in your second house of work and money and income and resources and how you earn a living. So the focus will then shift again once Mars piles into your third house. Now, if there's anything you're doing, Capricorn, try to wrap it up in the next couple weeks, because you'll really notice an energy shift once Mars plunges into a water sign. It's like trying to run through water. You're definitely going to slow down. However, your intuition, I think, is going to be on point. It's going to be very powerful as well. And you got this loaded third house. So if you're a writer or a blogger or an author or if you want to try and get something published, yeah, it's full on. Like, keep moving towards that. And plus you got Saturn and Neptune in here crystallizing something in this area of life for you. So travel is also favored. But Mars in the third house, watch out for like road rage and stuff like that, and getting all pissed off on the road. Do be mindful of that. For those of you that want to buy a new vehicle, that could be a possibility, or change your way you get around, a new bike, new vehicle, car, truck, whatever it is that you're interested in. You could spend a lot of money on technology or vehicles or social media or internet or things like that. So just be mindful of that, Capricorn. Mars in here also severs. Okay, Mars irritates and severs where he goes. So yeah, buying, selling of vehicles, buying, selling of new technology, getting rid of things that aren't useful or not working for you anymore. Great time to let things go. Again, this could be have a connection to your home, family, foundation, property, buying, selling. Could also have something to do with or have a flavor of friendships, groups, associations that you associate with. Again, internet, social media. Actually be mindful of what you put on social media, especially if it's like sharp or negative Nancy type of tones, if you catch my drift, Capricorn. But yeah, this could have something to do with your friends, friendship groups, circles, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, long-term goals, things like that. So this could, as you can tell, bleed out to multiple areas of your life because you got lots of planets in here, lots of energy, and Saturn is your ruler. So these planets will be coming together with Saturn, starting a new cycle in multiple areas of your life, Capricorn. So this is really exciting. But yeah, it can be very busy, very overwhelming. You could have a lot of mind chatter, it might be hard to kind of like digress and just take a step back, take a break if you need to, because yeah, there could be a lot of action. I feel for you, Capricorn, in March and April. It could be quite busy, but change of the winds is here. Something to do with work is going to change. Career is going to change. That's definitely going to shift and pivot for you. Home life is going to change, especially if you have your true midheaven and IC through Libra and Aries. Oh yeah, it's full on. It is full on. I experienced this not last year, but the year before. And oh my God, yeah, my career changed. I moved, I had to renovate, work got stupid busy, and I actually changed jobs, and it's just, yeah. But you know what, I look back on it now, thank God that all happened, because I'm way happier now than I was, say, 2 years ago. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. If things get rough, if anyone can handle it, it's definitely Capricorns, right? After being transformed over and over and over again, thanks to Pluto. So yeah, we are definitely powerhouses here to stay. But yes, I think March is going to be a continuation of more change, Capricorn, for the better, for good. So just hang in there and have a wonderful month, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey Aquarius, so let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be for the month of March. So the sun is going to continue to trek through your money house. Money, finances, resources, work, how you earn a living, how money comes to you. This is also your house of self-worth as well. And then the sun's going to pop into your busy, busy, busy third house. This is a very, very busy house. So this is all about your community, your direct environment, your neighborhood, your neighbors, siblings, cousins, relatives, extended family members, technology, social media, the internet, learning, educational pursuits, upgrading. This is also transportation, how you get around, cars, vehicles, planes, trains, automobiles, traveling. More so short distance, but it could be long distance as well, because you do have eclipses in here after all. So Aquarius, yeah, you're definitely going to find once the sun pops into Aries on the 19th, give or take a day or two, yeah, it's going to be full on. I feel like things are going to start picking up and speeding up for you. Absolutely. More opportunities as well are going to be coming into your life at this time. Now, you have an incredible new moon in your second house of money, of work. So Aquarius, if there's ever a time that you wanted to change what you're doing, change your work, change your lifestyle, how you earn a living, how you earn money. This is also the house of material possessions, buying things, also your self-worth as well. This is a time to invest in yourself. Absolutely. So you also, let me just see here. If you want to move, Aquarius, if you're thinking of moving or thinking of buying, selling property, that could be a possibility as well around this new moon, or you could be thinking about it, maybe get those plans in motion. Whatever you want to manifest in this area of life, take those next steps after March 10th, slowly but surely, to improve your situation, to improve your income, to improve your work, apply for new jobs. If you want to move, start looking or get a realtor or get someone to help you with that as well. So this could have a flavor of, as I mentioned, home, family, foundation, your place of living, anyone who lives under your roof. There could be some changes or opportunities to change your lifestyle at this time. This could also be tied into your relationships as well. Love, whether it's love, business, or or friendships. This could even bleed out into your career. So career, public status, reputation, also mom, dad, authority figures, and bosses in your life at this time too, Aquarius. So call in whatever it is that you want or need to change your life at this time. This is the last new moon of the astrological cycle. Take advantage of it, because then we're starting a brand new cycle once the sun pops into Aries, and we have our first Aries new moon next month. Now, full moon, lunar eclipse in Libra, our very first one in 2024, 5 degrees. So check your chart. If you have anything around 5 degrees, you will feel this the most. Now, this is happening in quite a chattery area of your chart, if that's a word. I don't know. I just make stuff up, make words up sometimes. But I kind of love this for you, Aquarius, because this is happening in your 9th house, the house of the gods, I like to call it. So it's like one of the highest points of the chart. So this is all about religion, legal matters, the justice system, higher education, teaching, traveling, anything to do with foreign lands and foreign cultures, dealing with people all over the world. This is long distance traveling. This is your ethics, your belief systems. So this is the house, Aquarius, of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. If you ever wanted to start that business, or if you own a business, stretch yourself out to a wider audience. The 9th house is out, reaching a higher, wider audience. So go after it, Aquarius. Go after what it is that you want. Now, I'm not saying do a big launch this month. Don't like roll out your website this month, or maybe wait, I would say, till at least the end of April, once Mercury comes out of shadow, and once Mercury is definitely direct. Also, the further away from these eclipses, the better when we do big launches or rollouts. So it doesn't mean if you have to do this kind of stuff, you have to do it. If you have to roll something out, that's totally fine. It just means there's going to be adjustments later on down the road, because you're not seeing something clear right now. Like eclipses hide, eclipses conceal and reveal later on down the road, usually within the next 6 months. Now, some of you, this already happened, because technically we've had these eclipses all of last year, and then now we're going to continue to have them in 2024. So yeah, just sort of the image I'm getting is you're like a spider sitting in your web, and it's like you're waiting for things to come to you that get stuck in your web that you can take advantage of, whether it's money or love or abundance or whatever the case may be. But that's kind of what I'm being shown. So, but again, it doesn't mean you can't do anything at this time. I recommend around this new moon, yeah, around the 10th, put something into motion if you feel called to do that. But eclipse time, yeah, it's sort of like the wild card energy, and it is hitting some pretty busy houses in your chart. The 3rd and 9th house are pretty busy houses. And if this doesn't impact you, this could be like something like a sibling. This could impact a sibling or a cousin or a relative, or maybe you get new neighbors. Maybe your neighbors suddenly move out, and then you're getting new neighbors, or you are changing your environment by, again, moving. Maybe you could be moving over the next 6 months, Aquarius. So anyway, just some food for thought. I'm just throwing out some ideas. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, with Mercury, sorry, let me back up here. Anything that you want to let go of, Aquarius, this is just the beginning. This full moon is making a harmonious aspect to Pluto, newly in your sign. So anything that you want to let go of that's not working in your life at this time, because it's in your 1st house, Pluto in your 1st house, this could be anything. This could be something to do with your body, diet, health, nutrition, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself into the world. That, by the way, is going to change. I lay money on it right now. You're going to transform over and over and over and over again, Aquarius. I just went through this. I'm a Capricorn rising. So yeah, this is good though. This is like a good thing. So start shedding the old so you can welcome in something new in all areas of your life. Pluto in the first house will impact all areas of life. And this eclipse is trining Pluto. So this is just the start of your novel that you are writing over the next 20 years of shedding the old and welcoming in something new in multiple areas of life, Aquarius. Okay, so Mercury in the third house. Oh my goodness, Aquarius, you are going to have a sharp tongue. You're going to be spicy. You're going to be fired up. You're going to be determined. Your mind is going to be quick, especially if you got Mercury in Aquarius, because Mercury functions very well in Aquarius as well. So, I mean, this is full on. Your mind is going to be sharp. Your speech is going to be sharp. You're going to have a quick wit about you. Your actions might speed up. Your mind is going to speed up for sure. So just be mindful of how you direct your communication, how you direct your energy, Aquarius. Because again, the house of Mars, this could be for good or for bad. Your language is just going to be sharp, if you catch my drift, okay? So just be mindful, Aquarius, of your speech over the next few weeks, because again, Mercury is going to be in here for a retrograde. So I feel like anything not spoken this month, or if you don't speak up this month, it's going to come back around for good or for bad, or this could just mean you have the opportunity to go over something that you've already executed on. So Mercury is going to be in here for quite a few weeks. Now, Venus and Mars are eventually going to pile into your second house there. So currently, as I'm recording this, they're both in your sign, holding hands, the cosmic lovers. You could attract love into your life, or maybe that already happened for you. A spicy connection coming in. However, you know, Mars and Venus, if you felt this sort of push-pull mentality over the last little while, or maybe not, because Venus and Mars are quite disconnected in your sign. They're not so emotionally bogged down. They can express themselves more intellectually and more so for group or humanitarian efforts, like for the other, versus emotional purposes, if that makes sense. But they're just more detached in your sign. So with Venus moving into Pisces, you might notice the energy shift quite a bit. We're all going to be wearing the rose-colored glasses, first of all. And Venus can express herself fully in this sign. So it's full on when it comes to love, when it comes to attracting in a partner into your life. Money as well, wherever Venus goes, she attracts love, beauty, and money. And this is in your second house, Aquarius. So hallelujah, take advantage of this. There could be bonuses, raises, new work coming in for you at this way, or coming in this way, coming towards you, I should say. Or you could be attracting in maybe a new client base or a new offer or something like that. Now with Mars continues to move through your sign. So definitely take advantage of this energy. You probably have been quite energized, or I hope you've been quite energized over the last few weeks. So take advantage of this, because once Mars dives into this water sign, this Piscean energy, he's really going to slow down, but our intuition is going to be on point. Dreams, psychic energy is going to be on point. So I know, Aquarius, some of you might struggle with this energy and some of you won't. It just depends on, again, your personal chart and where your personal planets are. But just be mindful, yeah, the energy will shift, the action, the passion will shift. Let me see here. Also, Mars severs wherever he goes. So if there's anything you want to, again, get rid of from a material possession standpoint, so if buying, selling things, whether it's, I don't know, if you got a boat to get rid of, a car, a truck, property, things like that, Mars could sever. So good time to sell, really good time to sell. You might buy too. So Venus in here, I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, because Venus is here. She blesses, and we're going to want to spend a whole bunch of money when Venus is in the second house, but we're also going to earn money. And then Mars is like, okay, we're going to burn through that money, and we're going to sell a bunch of stuff off. So yeah, this is just Mars and Venus. This is yin and yang. I mean, this is just how these two cosmic lovers work. So if I'm confusing you, I apologize. But yeah, Venus smooths things over wherever she goes, and then Mars irritates and inflames. So Mars is coming up behind her. So because they just had that conjunction in your sign at the end of February there. So now they're separating, and Venus moves quicker than Mars. So, you know, again, Mars could come through and irritate what Venus already smoothed over in this area of life. But for you, Aquarius, this is about money and resources and financial matters, investments. So use this to your advantage, Aquarius. Look around the house. What can you sell? What can you get rid of? Again, it's all about letting go of what is not working for us so you can welcome in something new into this area of life, Aquarius. All right, so I think that is about it, Aquarius. I wish you a wonderful March, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Pisces, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. And before I forget, if you are celebrating a birthday this month, Pisces, happy, happy, happy birthday. And what a birthday season. I might have already said this last month. But yeah, like what a birthday season for you. And look at all that energy in your house. So that's going to continue to be the focus, Pisces. And this is going to bleed out to all areas of your life because you got a whole bunch of planets in here. You got Saturn, you got Neptune, we got a new moon, we got Venus, we got Mars, we got the sun. Like that covers, I'm going to say, more than half of your chart right there. So Pisces, continue to take advantage of this energy. Absolutely. If there's any big launches or anything you're trying to push out into the ethers or work or whatever, do it now. Do it the first couple weeks of March. It's full on because, as I mentioned earlier, you do like, let's try to avoid Mercury retrograde, which starts April 1st, and then eclipse time is here. And we'll talk about that. Because eclipses conceal and reveal later on down the road. So if you do have to do anything big around eclipse time or this month or next month, that's okay. The world doesn't stop spinning thanks to eclipses and Mercury retrograde. It just means there'll be some readjustments later on down the road. Now, the sun's going to pop into Aries March 19th, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. And that's full on when it comes to work, when it comes to money, when it comes to resources, financial resources, property, and also your self-worth, Pisces. So that's where the focus, I think, is going to be this month. It's going to continue. I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling your new cycle, Pisces. I feel like a brand, like, yeah, I just feel like a brand new you. I feel on top of the world. So definitely it's full on for you. Definitely you're starting a brand new cycle, and we are starting a brand new astrological cycle this month. So that's fantastic in itself. Now, new moon in Pisces on March the 10th. This is your new moon, whether you had a birthday last month, this month, this is your new moon. Even if you're watching for your ascendant sign, plant your seeds of intention of what you want to manifest in the next 6 months to, I don't know, beyond that. Beyond, because you do have Saturn, the crystallizer here, and Neptune, your ruler, in your sign. Like, you're not going to see this again in your lifetime at all. At all. Because Neptune takes like 165 years to go around the whole zodiac. So some people don't even experience this in their lifetime. So please, Pisces, take advantage. I'm sorry if I've been harping on you, but I mean, you guys are going to be powerhouses. You guys, gals, they, them. You all are going to be powerhouses. You are the magician in your life right now, whether you feel it or not, or whether you realize it or not, Pisces. Like, it's just full on. It's full on in your life. So plant those seeds of intention, what you want to manifest. This could have something to do with a spiritual practice, something to do with spirituality, anything that you're working on right now behind the scenes that you want to bring out into the open. Absolutely. Maybe there's something that you're trying to wrap up so you can move on to something new. Keep doing that. Again, call in from the universe around this new moon what you want to manifest in order to move forward in your life at this time. This could also have something to do with writing, publishing, poetry, journaling, transportation, communication, how you get around, technology. This could also have something to do with a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor, a relative, or the immediate environment you belong to. This could also involve traveling, whether it is short or long distance. That could be a possibility. I'm just throwing out ideas, Pisces. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. And if it does, great. I'm just throwing out some possibilities here of what this new moon, the flavors that could be surrounding March the 10th. Anything you put into action, wait a couple days after this new moon to put it into action or take those small or big steps. But again, try to pump the brakes a little bit around March 15th because we're coming into Mercury shadow. Not the end of the world, but just, you know, Mercury retrograde just screws up technology and transportation and you name it, anything to do with those two things. I feel like technology and transportation, how we get around traveling, will be disrupted at this time. Next month, more so next month. And we're going to start feeling it at the end of March here, especially with the eclipses. Now, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, if you have anything around 20 degrees of Pisces, this is going to impact you. Like this is your new moon times 100. So plant those seeds of intention, like just write them down, light a candle, say them out loud, do a little miniature ritual. It doesn't have to be anything big, but yeah, this new moon is hitting you very personally. If you have your sun or ascendant or any planet placement point at 20 degrees of Pisces. Eclipses. So this is happening in your financial area of life, Pisces. Definitely by the end of this eclipse season, you're going to be standing on your own 2 feet. I'm not saying you're not doing that now, but if you feel out of place or if you feel like you're financially dependent on someone else or something else, like checks from the government, alimony from an ex, a parent, I don't know, you will be standing on your own 2 feet by the end of this eclipse cycle, or at least closer to that. So keep that in mind. This is a great time to call in or welcome in new work, a new income stream, a new side hustle, whatever it is that makes you feel independent, standing on your own. These eclipses are helping to empower you, Pisces, to also call in self-worth. Like you are worth more. If you own a business, if you have a spiritual based business, like raise your prices, not drastically, but I mean, raise your prices, you know, even if it's 1% to 6%, like do the math, raise your prices. You are worth it, Pisces. You're worth more. You deserve better. You deserve more. So start thinking that way, start raising your vibration to that. And for those of you that are doing this already, awesome. Awesome. But for those of you that are kind of like on the fence, yeah, move into that energy, like change the channel, so you can meet that vibration, that financial vibration. And I'm also hearing some of you are probably like, well, I don't care about money. I don't need money. Well, you're not living then. You're not living on planet Earth. You got to ground and realize, yes, unfortunately, trust me. Yeah, I get it. I wish I could live off the land and not work and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, that's not this 3-dimensional world that we signed up for. It's just, that's not how it works. So ground yourself and, like I said, call in what it is that you need from a resources perspective to change your life, because these eclipses are definitely going to be supporting you with that. Also, let go of anything that's not working in your life, whether it's subconscious or conscious. Again, change your work, change your lifestyle, or if it's a habit or health matter or a relationship, or again, something to do with your self-worth, something to do with your being or your physicality. Let go of the old so you can welcome in something new, Pisces. So anyway, I don't mean to preach I feel like I'm coming off as preachy, but I'm just giving you some ideas of some things to kind of like shed. Really great time to get rid of debt, loans, you know, leave behind shared finances, separate from that, or sever that relationship if you're with a partner that's like crazy in debt up to their eyebrows or something like that. Like try to move away from that energy. And I think you will slowly but surely over the next year, because we have about another year of these energies in your financial axis at this time. And again, this could have something to do with a relationship. If finances don't resonate with you, this is again psychological shifts, cellular shifts, fear, power, control, intimacy, sex. That might resonate with you more than, say, from a financial angle, for example. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, and Mercury moving into your second house too of work. So this is going to just amp up your focus when it comes to what you do on a day-to-day level from a work perspective, or how you earn a living. Now, this is going to make your communication very sharp to the point, Pisces. So be mindful of your words this month. Be mindful of your actions this month. You could have some really heated debates at work or whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day work perspective. Your speech is going to be very passionate, very spicy, very sharp. So just be mindful of how you communicate with other folks, especially in the workplace this month. And you might even notice it reciprocated back to you. You know, people around you might have some pretty sharp words and a sharp tongue. So just kind of a heads up here. And Mercury's going to be here for a while with that retrograde. So there's something in this area of life that you'll have to redo or reassess or rethink, or go back to the drawing board, so to speak. But we can talk about that next month as well. Venus moving into your sign, Mars moving into your sign out of that 12th house. So Venus coming into your first sign, if you're single, definitely you could attract a partner into your life. And same with Mars, you know, the two cosmic lovers coming into your first house. That is incredible. They're not going to be conjunct like they were in your 12th house in February, but they're still going to be together in the same sign, Pisces. And whatever you're watching for, you know, Venus is going to infuse that beauty, that sensuality, that love, the pleasure into your life. And this will bleed out to multiple areas of your life because this is your first house. So take advantage of that. We're also going to be wearing the rose-colored glasses, I think, all of us, for the next 4 weeks. Venus is finally able to express herself in your sign because she's been very constricted in Capricorn and Aquarius. And finally, you know, the chains are coming off of her and the restraints are lifted. And she's like, oh, finally, I can express myself. So I feel like a lot of us on the planet, first of all, this is really good for the collective. But I think you will obviously notice this the most, that energy will shift when it comes to love and romance. And again, earning a living, like money and income and resources as well. But art, if you're like an artist or a poet or a writer, I feel like it could just start flowing out of you at this time, Pisces, which is really incredible. Now, Mars coming into your first house. Yeah, this will definitely wake you up. So it'll definitely wake you up with Mars. So, but I mean, yeah, in a water sign though, it definitely slows him down. So this is just going to amp up your psychic energy, Pisces. And I know I've said this with Cancer and Scorpio. I feel like I don't really need to say it with you. But you are psychic. Like, depending on how many planets, points, placements you have in Pisces, you are psychic. Whether you realize it or not, you're very intuitive. So all this energy in your first house, you're going to be like crazy psychic. You're going to be, as I mentioned, the magician, like a manifester. You're going to be a crazy, mad scientist, magician, manifester. If there's such a thing. I don't know why I said scientist, but yeah, I don't know why I said that. But anyway, maybe because Uranus is in your third house of communication. But yeah, like it's I feel like you can attract a lot into your life at this time, Pisces. And I know you've heard me say that, so I'm sorry. I keep saying that over and over again. But hey, if you are new to my channel and you're just tuning in, well, yeah, I talk about this a lot. You know, it's full on for some signs. They're going to be powerhouses, you know, in the next few years here. So, and you're definitely one of them. So Pisces, I think you're going to have a wonderful month. Again, new moon, manifest, call in what you want, tell the universe what you want and need. Well, sorry, I think the universe will give you what you need, maybe not necessarily what you want. Isn't that the way it works? But otherwise, yeah, Pisces, enjoy your March, and we'll talk to you next month. Bye for now.